ass, motherfucking durable stinking ass.
I got an opportunity to check out a podcaster yesterday. Salute to Spitting Fire. She posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason. Azriel, which was allegedly one of R. Kelly's victims, was going to be on another podcaster, Choke No Joke. And he was going to be interviewing her. Now, I'm going to tell you what I felt when I heard that. I said, you know what, this would be a perfect time to sit down and listen to her without the cameras and the lights and the big platforms and the Gayle Kings and the prosecutors and jury and judge. And it'll be a good time to have a heart-to-heart, a face-to-face. Let me sit down and listen to what she has to say. So I tuned in to Choke No Jokes is live, and Azriel never came on. The victim of R. Kelly, the alleged victim of R. Kelly, never came on. Her father came on. And during the interview, her father was very aggressive, very disrespectful. And it seemed like he was more or less trying to prove how hard he was and how great a father he was. Brother, let me say this. Let me look you in the camera, whatever. You failed as a father. You failed. Okay? You allowed your daughter, whether all of the actions of R. Kelly is alleged or not, you allowed your daughter to be taken. You knew your daughter was in a burning building and you didn't do anything to go get her. I got an opportunity to check out a podcaster yesterday. Salute to Spitting Fire. She posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason. Azriel, which was allegedly one of R. Kelly's. I got an opportunity to check out a podcaster yesterday. Salute to Spitting Fire. She posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason. I got an opportunity to check out a podcaster yesterday. Salute to Spitting Fire. She posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason. Azriel, which was, I got an opportunity to check out a podcaster yesterday. Salute to Spitting Fire. She posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason. I got an opportunity to check out a podcaster yesterday. Salute to Spitting Fire. She posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason.
This is what happened when good brothers get caught up with fuck-ass liars. Let's go. Let's go.
Holy shit, that was dry. Bang, dumbass. Yeah. Look, all my diamonds wet. I be fucking endless bitches through my Snapchat. They send me pictures of that pussy, I don't chat back. She had a baby trying to fuck me, she snapped back. She know my nigga always capping, he snap back. And I just trashed the SRT and what the hell can't. You know what gangsta got fall, but you gotta bounce back. And man, you niggas way too old to keep on asking where your ounce at. Nigga hit me for a brick car, rolling out the bed. They got 20 million shit, we'll take this 40 to the head. Millennium clip, they got like 6, they got like 30 in the city. And the only thing we got spare is all the women and the kids. And let me tell you about my lady, that's my baby, and she's story bad. Last nigga brought her up, fully brought her Lloyd bags. Heard to disrespect my name, know the boys blow his ass. I'm the one sitting on all this money like I'm Mr. Fred. I can pick out any bitch I want, I got the gift to get. Any bitch that ever fuck with me ain't had to live a bag. It's a motherfucking guarantee that she gon' get a bag. Best believe I keep in our receipts when I won't sell a bag. Coronavirus gave my boys a takeoff. We was making 3,000 off an 8-ball. And not to mention taking hits like we was 8 off. Roll up all the baking soda like we had a bake off. And all my niggas hustlers. That's probably the reason why these niggas never fuck with us. Cause all these half-ass plugs, you sell them half-ass drugs. And if you sell us that shit, you know it's stuck with us, no kids. We gon' spin that bitch until we dizzy. We gon' find out everybody live, and we gon' pop her like a willy. And we gon' keep them heats when niggas chilly. And all my Glocks black, I'm only ready to get busy. No kissing. Yeah, I peep the hate, but I got something for they dumb ass. All I need is one car with one Glock with one mask. Then I let off have a shot like I had a heat in both hands. All they gon' say that nigga Andy or the dumb man. Boy, it ain't no joke with us. My play only go for us. They say the club right out of sections. These half-ass plugs, you sell them half-ass drugs, and if you sell us that shit, you know it's stuck with no kids. We gon' spin that bitch until we dizzy. We gon' find out everybody live, and we gon' pop her like a willy. And we gon' keep them heats when niggas chilly. And all my Glocks black, I'm only ready to get busy. No kissing. Yeah, I peep the hate, but I got something for they dumb ass. All I need is one car with one Glock with one mask. Then I let off have a shot like I had a heat in both hands. All they gon' say that nigga Andy or the dumb man. Boy, it ain't no joke with us. My play only go for us. They say the club right out of sections, fully it won't open up. Really presidential when they bust, they probably go for us. Endless, everything they keep on probing else. And I was on the yachty with some thotty, shout out Bruce Talk. Only time we don't want to smoke is when it's Newports. And I be trying to find myself a rabbit trapping keyboard and his keys on my block. Shit, they be selling keyboards. I am only playing offense, on point like the shark fin. Brought my own water to Miami, I'm a dolphin. They like fully think he found himself, I never lost it. I can go to Navy Muppets now on my car because I be overflowing with that drip shit, I'm a faucet. I got endless bitches that snacks, my phone I gotta keep my foot on their neck, this shit a carpet. I don't give a fuck about these rappers, that shit is garbage. Easy was home, they said that's not my paper. Now my man locked down and I still got that paper. Matter of fact, I'm getting cheese like that nacho flavor. I should call my nigga killer, this a nacho banger. I don't really need no features, this is not your banger. All you did is boom, boom, when that Glock go ringing. Straight to my cell, zoom, zoom, when that iPhone ringing. These niggas longer down with us because they blocks ain't banging.
So check it. If you're looking for a social network that's for us, made by us, we want you at wegotups.com. Tell them, Cube.
Yeah. What's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube. You know what it is, the West Coast warlord, the Grand Wizard. Don Mega is in the house. Now check this out. I'm inviting you to join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. That's WeGotUps.com. 100% Black owned, man. I see you here, boys. I see you. You out there doing it, man. And as we say in the Big Three League, we got ups, baby. So WeGotUps.com. Check it out, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, Black people, we definitely need to socialize, get together, figure out this system we all going through. So, WeGotUps.com promises to be that place. Like I said, Black owned. Gotta love it. And, willing to make sure that you guys make a social connection. So WeGotUps.com, from your homeboy Ice Cube. Got to throw up the dub, for that. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, official Black People Social Network. I get it right. Don't worry about that. Just join, man. Join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. WeGotUps.com, man. That's easy, man. We got ups, baby. We got ups. Your homeboy Ice Cube, and I'm out. Throwing up the dub for We Got Ups, man. Check it out.
So if you come over and you join and you want to holler at me, go ahead, hit me, official DanaJay, everything. We about to get ready for the show. Let's go. Peace. Enjoy.
So you got me here, they keep telling me what you see. What you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, just I really about to put it down. Tell you what I love you, but you say stay you. Tomorrow, but tonight I wanna stay you. Yes, down, make it down. So I'm hoping I'm a feeling. When no, trying to say stop when the beat say go. There you go again, that voice. Oh, watch you make your girlfriend. You've been waiting patiently, wondering when and where I be. The cousin rockets in the industry, making this up she can't sleep.
Oh, back in the courtroom. Oh, yeah. I heard some people talking. Before you talk, you should know what the hell you're talking about. I should have titled this "Beware of Who You Connect With." Shout out to Tasha Smith for doing season 1 of BMF. That's already in the book already. Appreciate you so much. You know what I'm saying? Life is good when you don't gotta go boasting and broadcasting. Also, shout out to Lord Meech for doing this thing. Shout out to Da Vinci. He definitely doing this thing. Shout out to OG Terry. Glad you're home. Hashtag free Big Meech. He need to be home. It is what it is. It's a BMF world. I'm just happy to be, part of the situation. Shout out to 50. 50 made it happen. When I auditioned on the day that I was supposed to have been to work. I went to work late, but I auditioned. Got a standing ovation in the audition room. Here. So for the folks that want to go around lying and saying shit, shut the fuck up. Because you don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's where I'm at today. So we're going to talk about the R. Kelly Checkdown from Choke No Joke page. What you think about what Angelo said? Let's talk. Let's talk. But I believe I updated that title. Let me see. I believe I updated that title. Let's see. Yeah, I updated that title. So it should be the R. Kelly crackdown from the Choke No Joke page last night. Let's talk truth at hashtag tough love and others about what Angelo said. Let's talk. That's what it should be updated to. Bam. Do it again. That's what it should be updated to. I've heard some people talking crazy. Talking real crazy. Heard some people talking about real crazy-ish stuff. So I think I need to reintroduce the truth to people. Because it seemed like people done lost their way. Seemed like folks don't know what the hell happened. So let me introduce truth. That go a little something like this. First up, the lie that Spit and Fire told Tough Love that have Tough Love going after Choke No Joke. Now, Choke No Joke and Tough Love, but they might have words. But this right here is whack. So a female, it takes a female to start some bullshit between men. And I told Tough Love and before, I said, I ain't telling you who to rock with, but that one right there is bullshit. Now I'm calling it out. No holds barred, everybody. I said that one right there, bullshit. So let's show the lie. Let's go.
I got an opportunity to check out a podcast yesterday. Salute to Spit and Fire.
Salute for what?
She posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason. Azriel, which was allegedly one of R. Kelly's victims was going to be on another podcaster, Choke No Joke.
Now watch this.
I got an opportunity to check out a podcaster yesterday. Salute to Spit and Fire. She posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason. Azriel, which was allegedly one of R. Kelly's victims, was going to be on another podcaster, Choke No Joke. And he was going to be interviewing her. Now, I'm going to tell you what
Now watch this. He said, Spit and Fire posted a video and said that Azriel Clary, one of R. Kelly victims. Why were you using that word? But anyway, supposed to be on Choke No Joke's channel. I don't remember Choke No Joke posting that. I do believe he posted the title of what the interview was yesterday. And that's not what it said. So when I say people start shit, and then when you catch a motherfucker, they always want to go and cry victim. Now, I got time today. I apologize for the obscene language, but enough is enough with the secret bullshit. The shit gotta stop. If you don't rock with a person, stay the fuck off their platforms. So I'm gonna put everything into fucking perspective. I'm gonna put everything into fucking perspective because people don't understand what the fuck is really going on. Okay, so since people don't know what the fuck going on, maybe Dana need to introduce 101 to motherfuckers that's not dealing with this sector, that's not in this sector, but they got motherfuckers that's running from this sector over to other motherfuckers and starting a whole bunch of bullshit. Now, I fuck with Choke No Joke. Hands down. I fuck with Tough Love. Hands down. Me and that brother had 2 conversations. Nothing more, nothing less. And matter of fact, I was trying to get him to work with me on some stuff. I'm going to put it out there because ain't nobody going to tell my motherfucking story and before I do. So at the end of the day, Spit and Fire came up. She sure did. She came up in a situation. And when she came up, I told him how I felt. I ain't cut no punches. I ain't pull no strings. I told him straight from the hip what the fuck it was. Why? Because I'm a straight shooter. And I don't give a fuck how people feel. So if you listen to this brother, he clearly put Spit and Fire out there and said, she posted a video saying Azriel Clary was going to be on Choke No Joke. Listen to the way he said it. That lets me know that him and Choke No Joke had issues. I'm not getting into that. That's between them. They are 2 both grown-ass men. But the problem that I am getting in it about is the lie. Why? Because I fuck with Choke No Joke. And matter of fact, and I'm exposed a whole lot. Let's go. Let's hear it again.
I got an opportunity to check out a podcast yesterday. Salute to Spit and Fire. Posted a video and said that Azriel, I forgot her name for some reason. Azriel, which was allegedly one of R. Kelly's victims, was going to be on another podcaster, Choke No Joke. And he was going to be interviewing her. Now, I'm going to tell you what I felt when I heard that. I said, you know what, this would be a perfect time to sit down and listen to her without the cameras and the lights.
I agree.
And the platforms and
I agree.
the bail kings and the prosecutors and jury and judge.
I agree.
It'll be a good time to have a heart-to-heart, a face-to-face. Let me sit down and listen to what she has to say.
Hey, Deshaun, but don't do that on here, yo. Nah, Joe, we don't do that, bro.
So I tuned in to Choke No Jokes is live, and Azriel never came on. The victim.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you why she never came on. Let's go here. I'm gonna show you why she never came on. Hold on, because I'm gonna get to that too. I'm gonna show you why she never came on. Because people don't read. This was Choke No Joke's title. This was the title. What the hell just happened? Oh, shoot. Hold on. I did something wrong. I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot I'm on another platform. Hold on. My bad. This was Choke No Joke's title the whole time. The whole time, this is what the title was. Why the green thing ain't on? Hold on. Let me do it this way. And the title says, Azriel Clary's Truth. Choke No Joke with her dad, Angelo Clary. Dash R. Kelly verdict. That's what it was. It says, Azriel Clary's Truth. Choke No Joke with her dad, Angelo Clary. R. Kelly verdict. So if you've seen that as the title, and that was the title at least 5 hours leading up towards live, how can people think that Azriel gonna be on there? If you read. Now, here comes a total unnecessary fucking beef between Choke No Joke and Tough Love, all because Spitting Fire want to put her fat ass mouth into some shit that she don't know nothing about, and she's spreading propaganda. Now, I don't care if y'all don't like me. I don't like you either. Let's call a spade a spade. How you gonna sit there and say Azriel Clary gonna be on Choke No Joke when it clearly say Azriel Clary's Truth, Choke No Joke with her dad, Angelo Clary? Can somebody make this make sense? So now Choke got to defend himself against a former foe, and they don't gotta be foes, they can be cool as shit. But against a former foe, because people want to be, oh, this is what Azriel Clary is gonna do. Spitting Fire totally misled everybody that listened to her. Totally. And then people wonder why, why Dana got a problem with all them bloggers over there? Because they do shit like this. And the main reason is they can't read, or they don't read, or they take a piece and run with it. They seen Azriel Clary's Truth and forgot about everything else. Wait a minute. If you're a parent and you graduated high school, you were taught in school all the way through, read all the way through. Read all the way through. You were taught that. So how can you fucking think Azriel Clary is going to be on Choke No Joke page when he clearly stated her dad, Angelo Clary? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Boss Lady said that question mark makes it a question. Facts. Facts. That's why I say, hey, Mama Mary, but that's why I say everybody over here, we are logical thinkers. This is why I can't mingle with those people over there. And when people be like, Dana, just give them another chance, they do stupid fuck shit like this that make me say, fuck them and no. Let them do the reckless shit they doing. I'm good over here. So please, nobody else ask me to link up with Spitting Fire, Sylvia, Bedbug, none of them motherfuckers. I mean what the fuck I mean. You're live on a DanaJay show. How can I help you? Yo. What's going on?
I think what the problem is that the title's been changed, bro, because I remember looking at it too.
And the title wasn't changed. This been that same title at least 5 hours leading up to his interview.
Now, when it first came out, bro, it has been changed. Now, I'm not taking up nobody, but I know that title was changed.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
It had nothing about Dan Angelo.
But I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you how I know it wasn't changed.
I looked at it, bro.
Listen, but I'm gonna tell you how I know it wasn't changed. Because when he put it up, I was talking to him on the phone.
I don't know, bro. I think you need to go back. That title's been changed. I know for a fact. I was looking at it. I'm like, I was confused about it. And now it has Dan Angelo. That wasn't there. Dan Angelo wasn't there.
I promise you that.
Wasn't there, bro. I think you got this.
Are you gonna put a wager on it?
It wasn't there, bro.
Are you gonna put a wager on it?
It wasn't there, bro.
I
unblocked me, you're dead.
I don't know why you blocked, but I'm gonna check on that because you shouldn't be blocked and you cool as fuck.
All right, bro.
All right. All right. That's what I like. That's what I like. People who can call in and be like, nah, yo, I think that's the wrong. I know for a fact, 5 hours leading up to his live, this what the title was. I know for a fact. I talked to Cho. Because I wanted to make sure. Yo, is Adriel coming on? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. When I said Adriel Clary's truth, and I seen that question mark, I said, ho, hell up. Is she coming on your shit? I didn't read the rest of it. But if you notice, I never said them about it and I never posted it either. I just showed up. So when people are attacking people that I'm cool with, I'm going to defend that. So there's no need for nobody saying clickbait and all that. No, I think honestly, and I'm gonna put it out there, I think Tough Love owed Choke No Joke an apology. Because he listening to his homie Spitting Fire when the shit wasn't accurate. I'm gonna put it out there. And check it, let's go ahead. Nobody get blocked. Don't block nobody out the show. Nobody. Don't block nobody. Because I'm addressing every blogger that has something to fucking say. Because I'm tired of it and the shit is bullshit. And I'm going to call it out just what the fuck it is. Now, here's where I give Spitting Fire a pass, which I shouldn't. Because I don't fuck with her on no levels. Could she have mistaken this and made a mistake? If she would be a woman and come out and say, you know what, I made that mistake, you know, then fine. But she caused a problem between two men. And she don't give a fuck about it. And the reason why I'm so adamant about that is because she did the same shit. After trying to, oh no, I'm trying to bring y'all together, she caused such a division between all three. Now, I'm speaking my truth. And if you think I'm lying, I got receipts to back it up. Shout out to my partner that I spoke with today that told me, Dana, fuck the passive shit. You need to go back to the receipt, man. Go back to when you didn't care about people's feelings. And that's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. So here's the title. Here's the title. And like I said, leading up to 5 hours leading up to 5 hours leading up to his joint, this was the title. Now, let's go here. If it was another title and before then, hey. But 5 hours leading up to it, that's more than enough, and for people to see the truth and see what's going on. At Brownell, it did say at Ariel's side. Right. Okay. Well, let's go here. Azriel's side. Let's just say that. Because I see what you put in the chat. If it did say tonight's live, Azriel's side of the story, I'm just making that up. I don't know if that's what it totally said, but that's what I'm putting there. If it did say Azriel's side of the story, is that saying that Azriel gonna be on his channel? And then if it was switched to this, what make you think that you can't adjust to what it really is? That's my thing. And when I heard Tough Love going in like that, I'm like, nah, yo, that shit ain't cool, bro. We all men. Men shouldn't be going at each other's throat because of a female. That shit corny. Shit corny as hell. So like I said, I stand on that. Now, let's keep it a buck. It was some other things going on. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to get all the little stuff out the way first. Steve Greenberg. Everybody want to know why you got an issue with Greenberg. Why? How you gonna say you representing a client and you believe he's 100% innocent and you say something like this? The singer who has pleaded not guilty to all the charges and the cases and has steadfastly maintained his innocence has been behind bars since July 2019. One of his attorneys in the Chicago case, Steve Greenberg, who was also on Kelly's defense team in New York case before asking to be removed, tells Billboard that it's likely that I Believe I Can Fly star may never walk free again. How you doing, Ms. April Showers? How the fuck you gonna say that, but you representing Robert and you believe he's innocent? There's no way you gonna say that. That's the third time you done said some fucked up shit about Robert. But everybody worried about what happened on Choke No Joke shit. Instead of doing what I'm about to do, they want to throw mud. Let's go here. You got Bedbug. That's on there talking about Choke No Joke is a joke. 2 videos. And he let you come up on his shit and talk. After you talked about him, right? What point did you have to get on his platform? You or Spitting Fire? Y'all got up there to talk about what? One thing I can say, and I give credit where credit's due, Spitting Fire did adjust. But y'all whole time to coming up there was to talk about me and Levi. And when Choke shut it down, he became the enemy. Well, let me introduce something to y'all. That is not your motherfucking platform. You ain't do that shit with Kwame Brown. So why do it and with Choke No Joke? Y'all went over Kwame Brown and spread lies like a motherfucker. That's why I ain't never been back over there. I could have did 1,000 videos about Kwame Brown. But for what? I see the company he keeps. And y'all always talking about this Baltimore setup, but y'all always rocking on a Baltimore nigga channel. Make that make motherfucking sense. But you know, some people gonna say, Dana, that's not true. She went on there to talk about R. Kelly. Okay. Well, explain this. Explain this. First up was Debo.
That she had contracted herpes from some guy.
Then after Debo got on,
you got to be out there at like
lately.
6 o'clock to eat.
What the hell going on?
Why dating a young Latin woman is a good option?
It's about it too.
Then after Debo get on there, you see who on there now? People into the main courtroom. You see who on there? But guess what?
God damn, you stepped up.
Guess who pops up right after me? And listen to the words that's being said.
A microphone?
Oh yeah, this is Spitting Fire. How you doing, babe?
Okay, what's going on with you?
Oh, nothing much. I just seen you had some people on here, and I thought that I would give you some insight on the scoop of what's going on here. So we all from this R. Kelly sector, right? And in this R. Kelly sector, if you don't know who Spitting Fire is, I advocate for men's rights. You know, I've been advocating for R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and some alike. I've been on so many different platforms. Some even you probably even beefing with. I've been on Kwame and.
I don't care to hear none of these niggas' names.
Okay, well I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to let you know who I am. Okay.
Okay.
So one of the things
that's not explaining who the fuck you are. That's starting drama and propaganda. You on here to talk about R. Kelly, but the first thing you say is, I'm gonna let you know about something that's going on in the sector. The same shit you did on Kwame Brown channel. Now I could have easily went on there and wore your ass out, but I chose not to. So what's going on in this sector got to do with R. Kelly being wrongfully convicted? Then you say you advocated for Bill Cosby. What the fuck have you did for Bill Cosby? What the fuck have you did for R. Kelly except for lying yourself with a bunch of fucking scammers? Because when I last remember, you left Kwame Brown channel. You left Kwame Brown channel. Hold on, caller. You left Kwame Brown channel and you was counting how much money Kwame Brown had. Then you came over here and said the R. Kelly sector got to do better and give y'all more money. Hold that thought. You live on DanaJay show. How can I help you? You live on the DanaJay show. How can I help you? Anyway, before I was brutally interrupted. And then it just kills me how people want to say, oh, DanaJay picking on Jocelyn Smith. But wait, I'm gonna get there. Hold on. Let's finish hearing this.
Talk about was the fact that I used to have a conversation with the young man that you just had on the show. And I'm doing.
You used to have a conversation with the young man that you had on the show. You used to have a conversation, which means that you used to have one conversation. Okay.
I think and everything, and I'm not trying to put you in the middle of it, but
No. I don't want, and this ain't attacking.
I'm trying to get there. But I'm get there. I'm get there.
We talking about the trial, baby. R. Kelly.
Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay. I'm talking about R. Kelly.
Well, leapfrog him.
Okay, I'm getting there. I am getting there. Okay.
Thank you.
So I talk about R. Kelly all the time on my channel.
Lies.
All right. I speak about how we can do things to help men's rights, how we can do things to, come together and make sure that the injustices.
I got a question. If that's the case, why you ain't never do nothing? Ain't nobody never see you out in no street. Ain't nobody ever see you putting together nothing. So if you talk about it, you talk about it. But when I last recall, let's finish. Hold on.
That is going on with this man, we can overturn, you know what I mean? Because we know that with Black men, there are so many of them. And it don't just be with the police. It doesn't just be with the beatings of the police. It also be with the prosecution office and with the judges. Okay. So on my channel, I speak on those things and try to preach and teach and have a conversation with the people about how we can go about changing. Now, there's a lot of discrepancies here about things like that, on what we should and shouldn't do. And there's a lot of things that comes up, right? But what I want people like you to do is there is a transcript for the actual defense that people can read, because we know what the prosecution have been saying. We know what the mainstream media have been saying. But what people who have big channels like yourself and others, they don't really read the transcript to give the information out here to the people. They go by what people say on their platforms, like you just had. If you
so I don't read the transcripts.
Have the actual transcript and you actually read it, you will actually be able to see and decipher what happened and the injustices in it. As the young man who did have, now he did say something about the sidebar, and he actually was there.
I was there, but was you? You going off of somebody that was there. But was you there?
And there was in the transcript a lot of the sidebars. Unfortunately, so many people get distracted about getting this message out here. And it's imperative and important that people like yourself or other people alike get this message out here to the people and know exactly what's going on. Because
now watch this. This is when you can tell cahootness. That's a word I just made up. This is when you can tell cahootness.
Let me get it up for you. Hold on just a second.
It's not what's said, but look at the facial expression.
Time to look for it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Put you on mute for a second. What's up, brother?
It's good with it.
Ain't nothing. What's the deal?
It's all good. I wasn't trying to offend you, man, but
introduce yourself.
No, I don't even know when you asked for me, because I do work a job and I'm on and I'm off, so I don't know when you asked for me.
Now watch this. He said, I didn't mean to offend you. This is after the first video. So if you didn't mean to offend him, why you come back and do another video talking about it? Make this shit make sense. If this ain't clout chasing and you heard the one in the middle say people with bigger platforms as yourself. Okay, you already told everybody that your name is Spitting Fire. Why do you got to keep saying it? Not unless you're trying to steal his subs. I told y'all people, it's a method behind the bullshit. But pay attention to facial expression.
I'm here now.
No, I said introduce yourself.
Oh, DJ Tyson YTL. YouTube.
Let me ask you a question, brother.
Yeah.
If I said yesterday that anybody could come up on here and say whatever they got to say, why did you have to go and make a video about it?
I mean,
hey, Alicia, check this out. You don't even got to warn no motherfucking body. If you don't like the commentary, get the fuck out my chat. That's the way I'm doing it. I'm tired of playing with y'all fuck ass niggas.
You know, I just blog, bro. It's just some things just offend me when these frauds be coming on these.
So Alicia, if they don't like it, block their ass.
Channels, man.
Bro, I'm asking you about.
And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, bro. You gonna let me tell you, because you had a fraud on your channel.
Brother.
A fraud. Now, we all know who the biggest frauds on this sector is. And we all see who they are. But go ahead.
I don't want to talk about that nigga, right? I'm asking you from man to man. You know what I'm saying? People done DM me your number. I had about at least 3 people. I don't know who these people are. They probably a part of your team.
Because I'm somebody.
Right? So they all hit me up before. And this is why I'm still on the shit, while I'm still on the show. So I didn't see none of these DMs until I got off. So as soon as when I go off, remember, I told everybody follow me. I'm going to follow y'all back. That's what I'm doing. By the time I got in my DMs, I got a bunch of your people hitting me to tell me to talk to you. As soon before I can even go to call you or reply to any of these people, you on YouTube making a fucking video about me. That's like this, my nigga.
Hey, listen, man, I'm a hothead sometimes, man. So you got to excuse me for that. But at the end of the day, man, you know,
so I don't get an apology.
Oh, well, let me just give me a second. I'm gonna apologize to you, brother. I do apologize to you. Wasn't trying to disrespect you in, you know, no type of form or fashion, but just trying to get your attention, and that's all it was. But I just got away how I move and groove things. That's all. So it wasn't no harm intended. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, man, when you been in this fight long as I have for, you know, 2.5 years, and from Chicago as well, and speaking of Azriel's father.
Wait,
you know
real quick, I want to ask you one question. What when you say you've been in this fight, what fight?
It's R. Kelly fight.
Pay attention, yo.
On what side do you stand?
Oh, I stand on the not guilty side.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Could you
stand on the not guilty side? Okay. Because I know Choke No Joke is watching. And I know a lot of other people is watching. He said he stand on the not guilty side. Okay. Not guilty side. That's the side he stand on, right? I'm going to play something for y'all. Now, if this sound like not guilty, put Dana O. Bedbug an apology. If this sound like the guilty side, put fuck that nigga in the chat. Here we go.
I was just so overwhelmed, excited, you know, and like I said, the people came in. Feel of him being there, you know, for his spirit being there. And that's all I could, man, I was just so overwhelmed, excited, you know, and like I said, the people still see, it's just they see their monkey do their bandwagon, bandhoppers, they jumping on the bandwagon, oh, because they doing it, I'm doing it. But at the end of the day, before all this was happening, all y'all was rocking with it. Now everything is about a dollar. $10 with the Kelly. It's not about a dollar. It's all about everybody capitalizing on this man. And that's what it is. The thing, what I've done was from my heart because I love this music, I love this gift, yeah, man. And that's what it is. The thing, what I've done was from my heart because I love this music, I love this gift. He has the gift from God. What's right is right, but what's wrong is wrong. But enough is motherfucking enough. Man got issues, we all know that. Man pissed on the girl, we all know that.
Hold on.
But enough is motherfucking enough. Man got issues, we all know that. Man pissed on the girl, we all know that. We all know all this shit before now. I'm not thinking good no more. You know what I'm saying? Come on. R. Kelly ain't nothing but a dope dealer singer. You know how the dope dealer was back in the day? Do you know how the dope dealer was back in the day? Remember when the dope dealer, when everybody know the dope dealer had the rims and shit? And he could ride around town and all the hoes, the young thoughts knew he was the dope dealer. And then when they started fucking with the dope dealer. They got the new pair of Jordans. What's all R. Kelly is? A dope dealer singer. That's what I call him, a dope dealer motherfucking singer. He sings his way into these young hoes like to buy him all this material. R. Kelly ain't no fucking up. Man got issues. We all know that. Man pissed on the girl. We all know that. We all know all this shit before now. I'm not big good no more. You know what I'm saying? Come on. R. Kelly ain't no but a dope dealer singer. You know how the dope dealer was back in the day? You know how the dope dealer was back in the day? Remember when the dope dealer, when everybody know the dope dealer had the rims and shit, and he could ride around town, and all the hoes, the young thoughts believe was the dope dealer, and then when they started fucking with the dope dealer, they got the new pair of Jordans. That's all R. Kelly is, a dope dealer singer. That's what I call him, a dope dealer motherfucking singer. He sings his way into these young hoes like to buy him all this material. R. Kelly ain't no but a dope dealer singer. You know how the dope dealer was back in the day? You know how the dope dealer was back in the day? Remember when the dope dealer, when everybody know the dope dealer had the rims and shit, and he could ride around town, and all the hoes, the young. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a fucking messenger. That's all I am. Hate me, believe me, I don't give a fuck. But enough is motherfucking enough. Man got issues, we all know that. Man pissed on the girl, we all know that. We all know all this shit before now. Bigger this, it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Now, R. Kelly, he's so motherfucking dumb. He can't see that he got out on the fucking, whatever the fuck that case was. And this goofy ass nigga still fucking with these young hoes. You waste your whole talent on some dots, dude. On some pussy. Really counts. You did as well. Now, R. Kelly, he's so motherfucking dumb. He can't see that he got out on the fucking, whatever the fuck that case was. And this goofy ass nigga still fucking with these young hoes. You waste your whole talent on some dots, dude. On some pussy. Get your motherfucking life, man. Get your motherfucking life. You should go to jail right along with R. Kelly at in life, man. Get your motherfucking life. You should go to jail right along with R. Kelly at. Get your motherfucking life.
So the question is that nigga for R. Kelly? If he for R. Kelly, put Dana, you old bedbug, an apology. If he not for R. Kelly, put fuck that nigga and everybody that fuck with that nigga. That's how I put it. That's how I put it. Now it's up to y'all. Y'all put it in there. Y'all put it in there. If you think he for R. Kelly, put Dana, you owe him an apology, and I give an apology right here on live. But if you don't think he for R. Kelly, put fuck that nigga and everybody that fuck with that nigga. On God, that's where I'm at. I'll wait for your responses. I'm on one today. I'm on one today. And while I'm waiting for y'all responses, let's just go here. Who's the real scammer of this R. Kelly sector? Pay attention to who you link up with. Be very careful who you link up with. Be very careful who you link up with. So it's nothing but clout chasing at its finest. oh, this ain't happened, that ain't happened, this ain't happened, that ain't happened. Oh, yo, that's not true. The lady called you out by name. Called you out by name. Nobody has never called me out and said I took anything from them. And if they tried it, you know what I said? Oh, you know what I said? Show your receipts. Show the proof. That's all you gotta do is show the proof. Because if you show the proof, you can't run from the truth. No, sirree. You can't run from the truth. The problem is, ain't none of y'all soliciting or speaking none. Y'all got a bunch of motherfucking DanaJay haters running with y'all, and that's all y'all do is sit back and say, oh, DanaJay this, right Robert this, right Robert that. But then when motherfuckers encourage people to write Robert on y'all, why would they want to write Robert stuff like this? They not for Robert. Why would they want to do that? Because now people tired of y'all shit, people saying the truth, and they saying that I've been 100 from day one, and time for Robert to know everything that all of y'all is doing, including the Keebler Elf church lady. Oh, I ain't finished with your fat ass. I'm just saying. So while I go back to this, because everybody know about that, while I go back to this, let's go. Okay. Let's go ahead. I got the whole joint. But when you advocate for somebody, nothing can turn you away from the truth. So this came out after me and Levi said, we ain't fucking with her no more. Because we seen the bullshit. And she went on up there and said, yo, we leaving. Y'all see it come from her. It come from her. And everybody was like, why y'all leaving? She said, we're not stopping our support or fight. We're, meaning her and Block, not stopping our support or fight. We're just not working, or we're not working or with original people. But you always in the original people fucking chats. Why? The originals, me, Levi, Prima Donna, Sky Zone. Everybody else came later. The originals. And the originals all fuck with each other. We just don't fuck with y'all. Because all of y'all are on some shit. Then she said, we are rolling and working, doing other things to fight injustice. But I thought you said that y'all always talk about R. Kelly. So how can y'all always talk about R. Kelly and Bill Cosby when you're doing other things to fight injustice? You ain't start talking about R. Kelly until Bedbug people gave you a cash app. That's when you start talking about him heavy. I'm going to call it out. And you can say anything about me, but show receipts. That's all I say. Put your receipts against mine. Let's match it up. Then you say, we're not abandoning the fight, or you guys, please understand this fight has been infiltrated and tainted. Well, I agree. It's been infiltrated by you guys because we always been here. We allowed y'all to come in our shit. Dana ain't need none of y'all. Levi ain't need none of y'all. Prima Donna ain't need none of y'all. And Sky Sloan damn sure ain't need none of y'all. So y'all came in and infiltrated our shit. We ain't asked for y'all to come over here. This is the problem. Nobody want the ugly truth. And this is what I tried to avoid for 2 years. But now, fuck it. We here. Bedbug. Y'all see her. Y'all might see her now making comment on Sharon Wimbush's page. And Sharon don't pay her no motherfucking attention. Why? Because I already done put Sharon D about this motherfucking lady. She talking about she got a baby by R. Kelly, which she's infatuated with R. Kelly. And I will say this. I did say that this was Lisa Kelly, which is not Lisa Kelly. So I had to openly apologize, which I do, because I'm a man about my word. But Ms. Daphne Gomez asked her, did you set this PayPal up? Or Cash App, I'm sorry. She said, yes, with his approval directly. Robert wasn't even talking to nobody. And then I find it funny, because if you set it up with Robert approval, why you title it Dollar for the King, Robert Kelly? Because you wanted to try to create confusion. Thank you, Miss Belinda. Because you want to try to create confusion with the real Dollar for the King. Why? Because you was linked up with the motherfucking nigga that stole $5,000 from the other Dollar for the King scam, aka the R. Kelly Defense Fund scam that I'm about to show y'all too, that had Rosalind name on it. And both of these motherfuckers came from where? YTF. Bedbugs chat. They don't come from over here because I don't tolerate this type of shit. Okay? Let's go back to it. I don't tolerate this type of bullshit over here. I might laugh, I might joke. Hey, but if I'm wrong, I tell you I'm wrong. But it's very rare that I'm wrong. Very rare. Very, very rare that I'm wrong. Just like when a motherfucker talking about, you're not competent enough to talk to us. Y'all used to call me every fucking day. We always laughing and joking on the phone. I never denied that. But I could have easily got on some fuck shit with no problem. I could have easily got on some fuck shit with no problem. I'll talk about that later. That one thing I just pulled up. Okay. So let's go here. I showed it yesterday. I'm going to show it again today. Doug Anton came out and denounced Jocelyn Smith and this defense fund, right? So when Doug Anton came out and denounced it, Bedbug got mad. If you ain't eating from it, if you ain't benefiting from it, why you get mad? Why get mad? Why get mad if you ain't benefiting from it? You shouldn't want nobody scamming R. Kelly anyway. You supposed to be for R. Kelly, ain't you? Ain't that what you say? Ain't that what you say? I'm for R. Kelly. No, nigga, you for Don Russell. And I'm gonna show that too. And I ain't moving off my stance. Why? Because I'm thorough on everything I say. And I have receipts for every motherfucking thing I say. So let's keep it a buck. I called out Jocelyn Smith giving Spit and Fire $50. Spitting Fire gets mad. Why are you worried about who giving who what on my channel? Why? Because this the same lady that was on your channel when me and you got into it. And I said, how the fuck can you have a lady on your channel that fucked up the defense fund? And you said, I don't deal with subs. But now, this same lady that fucked up the defense fund and you said you don't deal with subs is now your moderator. Make that make sense. If you don't deal with subs, how you got moderators? And if you for R. Kelly, why would you fuck up somebody? Why would you even fuck with somebody that fucked up R. Kelly or helped fucked up R. Kelly defense fund if you're supposed to be advocating for him? These are questions that ain't nobody gonna ask. I am. And I'm not stopping. I'm asking everybody. Tough questions today. So with that being said, here's the real defense fund. Pay attention. So when I said something about Jocelyn Smith's bullshit ass defense fund and how $5,000 was taken from that defense fund and her and Bedbug split it, Spitting Fire came back and said, look at the dollar amount. Well, that's the dollar amount whenever you pull it up. Now, here's the real defense fund. And then she said, well, Jocelyn Smith made a mistake and tried to send money to the defense fund. Okay, let's kill that narrative, Tweety Bird. If you make a mistake, how do you create an account making this mistake, sending money? How do you make a mistake and create an account sending money? That's all I want to know. How can you make a mistake and send money to Doug Anton? How can you do it? How can you do it? And then you create an account as you made a mistake. Fucking possible. And the only people that believe that are the stupid ones that believe what she say. Now, who's the liar? Now, here's where I catch all of y'all on y'all motherfucking lies for the last time. You know what? I got to bring this back up. Here's where I catch all y'all on y'all lies for the last fucking time. Pay attention to where it say, y'all, paypal.me/R Kelly Defense F. Pay attention. Y'all say, or Spitfire said it was a mistake. She tried to send money and create an account. Okay. You say it's a mistake. I call it bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why I call it bullshit. Because the real defense fund, the real defense fund looks like this. Oh, shoot. The real defense fund, hold on. The real defense fund looks like this. And you see it say capital R, capital K, lowercase E-L-L-Y, capital D, lowercase E-F-E-N-S-E, capital F, lowercase U-N-D. If you was trying to send some money, you wouldn't have made a mistake with this. Impossible. Because it would have went straight to Doug Anton. So since y'all say I'm a liar and I haven't lied yet, I'm pleading my case. This is how I know that fucking shit that y'all did wasn't a mistake. Y'all got mad because this came out. And Douglas Anton said, thank you for all the support for Robert. To answer questions, supporters may mail checks or money orders or use PayPal. Pay attention. PayPal.me/capital R, capital K, lowercase ELLY, capital D, lowercase EFENSE, capital F, ... With those dots, that means is letters or numeric portion that follows that. But because Twitter ain't gonna give enough time, enough space, so he thought he put the dots there, then put the parentheses so nobody can mistake in the defense fund, right? So it says, to help in Robert's legal defense, there is no other legal defense fund. But this is where they all got mad at. Thank you, Dana, for your help and getting the word out. And they felt as though that they was doing sidebar, backstabbing, backstory research off of DanaJay. And then they submit it like it's their shit. They felt as though they ain't get no credit. So when a motherfucker feel like they don't get no credit, what do? They discredit the credit. Let's make it make sense. So how the fuck can Spitting Fire say it was a mistake? In order to create an account, you got to sign up. I showed that yesterday. But wait, here's another thing I'm going to point out to you. This was going to really mess you up. Hold that thought. This was going to really mess you up because it messed me up when I got this message. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Because see, Spitting Fire do stuff behind the scenes and then try to make it seem like it's me or Levi. She didn't want me to hear why Levi wasn't fucking with her no more. So it wasn't her that walked away from Levi. It was Levi that walked away from her. And I wanted to know why. And I was trying to keep everybody together. Let's keep it a buck. Hold on. Because somebody left me a real message about this shit yesterday. And when I seen that message, I was like, wow, I really didn't know. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I cannot remember who sent it. Jesus. That's why I need to start writing stuff down. Because I want to read word for word what that person said. I want to read word for word. But then they say Dana messy. Dana messy. How am I messy? I ain't messy. I just point out facts. When I'm wrong, don't y'all point out facts that turns out to be lies that I just don't say nothing about? I just leave it alone. Okay, here we go. Got it. Listen to this. Good morning, Dana. I was on YouTube this morning and I was watching the videos from yesterday. And I was watching Spitting Fire's video. And she was talking about the Jocelyn Smith lady. And she was trying to discredit you. So I decided to go onto PayPal myself and type in the name just to see. And you're right. It is someone by the name Jocelyn Smith. And underneath their name, it does say R. Kelly Defense Fund. Stop. If I called that out almost a year ago, why you still have it up? But then the person said, so I left the comment in the comment section to let her know that what you said, Dana, was no lie. It was all facts. But I noticed that she has me blocked. I never disrespected her. I always had the utmost respect for Spitting Fire. I love when you, Spitting Fire, Block, and Levi was together. That was an unbeatable tandem. Only thing is that I wish Sky Zone and Prima Donna would have joined. Then, now I understand why I understand why they didn't. So, once again, I never disrespected her or her channel. So I don't know why she blocked me. And I know I'm blocked because I went back on her page under my son's account and subscribed to her channel. Left a comment saying that I'm a new sub. Just to leave a comment, went back on my page to see if the comment went through, and it did. So I believe she blocked me because she didn't want people to see what I posted. Because if you notice, when she went on her PayPal account, she never typed in Jocelyn Smith's name. She deflected and started talking about someone else sending her money and how that person was a fraud and all this and that. But it raised a red flag for me that she never tried to look it up because her whole purpose of signing in was to debunk you. And then she told her subs that they're just going to forget about Jocelyn Smith because it's not true and something to that nature. And she just skipped over it. But if I were you, I would tell your subs to check it out for themselves and their subs too. She want to make you a liar. She want to make you look like a liar. She want to make a liar out of you. I'm sorry, but never showed them you were lying. Only told them you were lying. And I took a screenshot of the comment that I posted. I'm disappointed in Spitting Fire. I am an up in age older woman. I really like Spitting Fire. I can see she wants to be a part of the clique so bad, linking up with people who doesn't even like her, shaking my head. I am done. Spitting Fire will never have to worry about me again. Wow. Wow. And like I said, I don't have to lie. I'm going to cover up the name. Here's the whole conversation. I don't have to lie about nothing. So I'm putting it out there, exactly what it was. So what I'm going to do is what motherfuckers ain't going to do. And what that is, because people don't know, let's finish looking at the choke no joke situation. Pay attention to facial expressions. Pay attention to facial expressions.
Yeah, when you talk to Angelo for 2.5 hours on Facebook before I even came to YouTube, bro, this guy. Yeah, but what I'm saying is this is how all of the stuff came about. And talking to Asriel's father, and he's saying all he wanted his daughter to do was to get a song with R. Kelly. He didn't care if they fell in love. It's a bad business deal that went bad. And then you read the transcript, he wanted R. Kelly, and it was said already, he wanted R. Kelly to do business doing a Bluetooth dildo that's singing his songs. His daughter was getting $5,000 a month.
Okay,
they wasn't sending him no money. They wasn't sending. She wasn't sending them no money. I'm gonna put it on my community wall. So he flips the script. You know, he flips the script and get on this whole public platform and said, R. Kelly kidnapped my daughter. R. Kelly this, R. Kelly that, and she been around R. Kelly for 3 to 4 years. Now he already knew where his daughter was. You know what I'm saying? That's why they didn't want to allow to
say that on Gayle King. That her parents knew where they
and she wasn't lying. Now they already knew where their daughter was, but for him to claim he a real nigga and we're gonna talk about some real nigga shit.
Psst. Hold on.
Check out this sneak peek of my new series, The Sex.
If you are a real nigga, you seem like you're a real nigga, and for every reason you can deal with no type of business, because it's all about business. The mama wanted to be a truck driver. She's gonna see the transcript. The mama wanted to drive trucks. R. Kelly turned it down. They wanted to do the dildo business. R. Kelly turned it down. The daddy wanted to deal with the life. Now this is all in the transcript. We didn't know all this 2.5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the presidents out there with him. Well, she literally sitting next to her daddy saying, you knew where I was. You knew I was well taken care of. So as a man, you tell me, where did this man kidnap her? Where did he kidnap her? And then not only top it all off, who's excited about their daughter being a goddamn informant who been around somebody for 3 or 4 years? But you a real nigga from the streets.
Well, shit, you claim to be a real nigga and you're a fucking informant and you proud about it. So what's the difference?
Now, the thing that come with Levi is he associates himself with that dude. The dude that you just had on Dana, they've been doing this R. Kelly Defense Fund and Dollar for the Scheme shit since 2019. And they don't even know R. Kelly, bro. They don't even know these people, bro.
Who don't know R. Kelly?
Dana and that nigga Levi. That's why I went.
Pay attention to facial expressions. Pay attention to facial expressions. They tell it all.
Because I wanted you to get some information from my channel. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you this, brother. I'm not gonna say how, but I can tell you for a 100% fact, R. Kelly know Levi.
Okay, but I tell you what, just because it's blood, that don't make him cuz. Okay?
What? No, but you just say he don't know him. I'm telling you for 110% fact.
Okay, okay, let's just say he do know him.
Okay.
But the way he represents himself as his cousin,
I got you.
He could never possibly be his cousin when this nigga saying he in tune with the FBI and Homeland Security and all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, but that don't discredit him as his cousin, though.
It discredit him as a lot of things. If you doing a dollar for the king and you've been doing it for 2019 and you ain't winning one trial, one protest, nothing for your cousin, you get on social media and tell people, well, I need y'all to send me money because I'm gonna have to go to my cousin trial and you ain't been to shit? Who does shit like that, bro? We talking about real niggas shit. You know, if niggas keep saying they real and this, that, and the other, where's all R. Kelly money at with this R. Kelly Defense Fund that DanaJay that so happily want to be like he ass kissing you, talking about, man, you know me from woo woo woo. He was doing an R. Kelly Defense Fund. Where's R. Kelly money at?
Listen, brother. I don't even know nothing about a defense fund or anything.
Yeah,
I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
This is why I go live and want you to get it. And see, it's one thing to come in and don't know how all this go about, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I called your name, because it's just certain things you just don't know, bro. So it wasn't no offense to you.
See, my thing is this. I don't give a fuck about what Levi or anybody else. We talking about R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
This is pertaining to R. Kelly, because the man need money and they using this man fraudulently, saying they raising money for
Levi,
this man. Hold on. Where's the man's money? This does have something to do with
do you know if they gave R. Kelly money or did anything?
That ain't get that man shit, man.
You spoke to that, Kels?
Pay attention to your chat, man. Everybody know these frauds, man. That's why people.
I'm at. Do
I ain't gotta speak to some shit, just common sense, bro. You ain't got to always speak.
Listen, calm down, bro. Calm down, please. I understand you're emotional right now because you invested in this shit a long time. You know what I'm saying? Did R. Kelly tell you that these niggas raised money and he never got anything from them?
Listen, R. Kelly don't have to talk to me, bro. This shit just comes.
It's yes or no.
It's a no. But
do you know R. Kelly personally?
No, I don't know him, and I don't have to know a man to fight for, man. That ain't
not at all. I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong. These niggas don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, people are fighting, like some people for
point blank case in person. Now I'm about to drop the link. Now I'm about to drop the link. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I've been keeping Levi quiet for a long time. A long time. But you know what? I think it's time for Levi to speak. So since Levi about to speak, we're going to do it like this. Let the OG speak. So I'm about to drop this link. We're going to do it like this. I'm going to drop this link. Bam. Okay. Let me see. Hold on, they've been trying to get R. Kelly fucked up Sylvia and her crew. Yes, indeed. Let's go here. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Get out of that. Channel. Mute that. Why is it not showing up here? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Take that out. Your channel. Okay. Your channel. Okay. It's killing me, man. Oh, hold on, Levi. I'm about to send it to your email. Because I'm not understanding what's going on. See if y'all can see that go through. Okay. So if that go through. No. Hold on. If that went through. There it is. There it is, Levi. Okay. There it is. There it is. I know I'm not going crazy. There it is. So, like I was saying, Choke asked him, "Do you know R. Kelly?" No. That sounds stupid as shit. How do you not know R. Kelly, but you saying that R. Kelly, that me and Levi stealing from the defense fund, when that was you and Jocelyn Smith and the rest of y'all the whole time? I got the audio when Blockbender telling me that Sylvia is the one that told him that I started stealing money from the defense fund and couldn't give him a reason why. But they all ran with it. They all ran with it. They thought it was funny. Larry ain't lie. They thought it was funny. So I'm lost. Don't come at me now. Don't try to come at me now. Nah, I'm not deleting nothing because I dictate who come on here. It's asked for me, not the. Hold on, Levi. Because I don't know what you're looking at. Okay. Y'all know how Levi is not, he ain't good with the computer stuff. All right, hit that link, Levi. Hold on. I see you. Yo. Connecting his audio. Levi, connect your audio. Connect your audio.
All right, is it connecting now?
Hear you loud and clear.
Oh, you can hear me, brother? What's going on, y'all?
I'm good.
I can't get this avatar. All right, is it connecting now?
Turn your playback down.
Word up. How y'all doing, man? Why is that little short, horrible looking, monster looking dude? Hey, yo, when he was on Choke and my name, when he mentioned my name, y'all see it in his eyes, how much he hates me that man, listen, bro. That man right there despises a decent looking guy that's tall, he's short, he's a sight, he's horrible looking. And I'm gonna say something on here that's gonna blow y'all away because I don't do cap. I don't even call this dude's name on my channel, so I'll never call it on this channel, any other channel. But the baby killer.
Call him Bedbug.
It's cool. But the bed bug, I have to say, I got to get serious with this because this is some serious stuff. First of all, the bed bug or the baby killer, whatever y'all call him, he understands that it's like, I'm not even going to say it's right around the corner, but he understands that I have vowed to get him incarcerated, locked the hell up. He understands that. And the reason why I have vowed to get him locked up is because when he first came into this whole scene, the R. Kelly scene, and Dana can attest to this, I'm not going to talk cap. I'm not going to crack jokes. I'm serious as hell, y'all. And I want y'all to listen to this because you're going to see it unfold right before your eyes. When he first came into this whole R. Kelly scene, and Dana will tell you, when I looked in that dude's eyes, I said to Dana, bro, stay away from that nigga. And Dana said, what you mean? I said, he's dangerous. I want you to listen. Dana, coming from B-More, he thought I meant that he's dangerous as if he will actually do something to a dude, like he's gonna harm Dana. And Dana was like, nigga, I ain't worried about that, dangerous. But he didn't understand in Detroit, we use different slang, we use different words. When we call a nigga dangerous in Detroit, that doesn't mean that he's gonna ever approach a man and do anything. He's too short. You feel me? Y'all saw that with the guy in Bolingbrook when he talked all that cap to the guy in Bolingbrook. But when the guy in Bolingbrook showed up and was like, what's up? What did he do? He ran to the police. He's always run to the police. So I said to Dana, I said, he's dangerous, meaning that he works behind the scenes. He's a very dangerous little man in this sense. He's not going to do anything himself. And I said to Dana, to try to get through to Dana, and Dana would tell you this, this was 2.5 years ago, 2 years plus. I said, Dana, the nigga has bodies. This was way before we found out about little baby Larry White. This was way before we found out that man had actually brutally murdered a little bitty 5-year-old boy. No one knew that. This was shit, maybe a year plus before we even knew that. So when we found out that he had murdered the 5-year-old little baby, and I say murder, Dana called me and said, how did you know he had killed killed someone? I said, no, Dana. I said, I told you he has bodies, not just one. But in the streets where we from, you have the shooters, you have cats out here that really got bodies because they front door with it. You feel me? They out here doing their thing. This man has taken more than one life, y'all. And we have already confirmed that he took little baby Larry White's life. That's a fact. He himself is very upset with Levi because he listens to, if you notice, every time he wants to challenge Dana, challenge me, challenge Angelo, challenge Choke No Joke, he always says, I listen to everything. So he listens and he goes back and he tells you what you said. However, because God had it so that when the sister Sweet Tea was on her channel and he called himself going on there to discredit Dana and that whole thing, somebody put inside of the chat, he killed the baby named Larry White. She looked at that and she said, Then somebody said he killed the little baby in Chicago named Larry White. And she said, in Chicago, my little cousin was killed in Chicago named Larry White. And she started to ask questions. And sure enough, this same dude that was in her chat had murdered her 5-year-old baby cousin. This is what he doesn't want anyone to talk about. He want to talk about Choke No Joke. He want to talk about Dana, Dom K, this one, everything to get y'all minds off of what the real true focus is. So when you consider what are the odds of a baby killer going on someone's blog site and someone saying he killed a little 5-year-old baby named Larry White? What are the odds of that little baby Larry White being Sweet Tea's cousin? What's the odds of that? where she would remember that baby as her favorite cousin. That tells you that God is here. God is present. He came into this R. Kelly situation to scheme, to get money, to get off the streets from sleeping in his motherfucking truck, to get as a homeless man. He talks about Levi, even if he is his cousin, blood don't do this and blood don't do that. Think about it. If you had any kind of blood or relatives that had love for you, I'm talking to the baby killer, you wouldn't have been sleeping in your truck. You wouldn't have been homeless, which means you have no cousins or blood that fuck with you. However, he understands that now he understands that God allowed him to come into this, to continue his scheming, continue his scamming. This is a man that has gone to churches in Houston and Chicago, and he'll go in a church and say he's homeless, and he'll cry, and the people will give him money. This is a man who all his life has schemed and scammed people. But if you remember when he sat in Houston in that truck and he started crying, and he said, everybody's talking about my life. This is a 49-year-old man at that time, crying, telling people, I'm gonna tell y'all my life story. And he sat there and he cried. And people gave him money. A woman put him in a hotel off the streets. But notice something, people. When he told his life story and he started crying, did he say, I took the life of a 5-year-old baby? Did he mention Larry White? How many human beings can take the life of a child at age 22, 23 in your early years, and you not stay on your knees, you not become a pastor, or you not dedicate your life to children? How many people as human beings do you know that could take the life of a innocent baby who was special needs, who was autistic, hit that baby, jump out the van, see the baby is stuck up under the van as he sits with 2 or 3 guys in the van? Any real man would tell those guys, get out, the baby stuck up under the van, and don't you tell me that 4 or 5 guys cannot lift that van up off that baby. But all he was thinking about was himself. So as opposed to trying to get the baby from under the car, he gets back in, rolls over the baby twice. See, I'm not talking about all this choke, no joke shit. He want to get y'all minds off of the real deal of why he's about to go to prison. Because all this talk they talk, I'm the most connected nigga on YouTube when it comes to law enforcement and those individuals I know who can make it happen. So he hits the baby again. He gets out and as he's trying to dispose of the baby's body, now he told Sweet Tea he was going to take the baby to the hospital, the little innocent baby. Well, if you were going to take the baby to the hospital, why did it take law enforcement to find you? Why were you running? If you were going to take the baby to the hospital, when the EMS came, you would have followed the EMS to the hospital and walked in there to check on that 5-year-old innocent child. No, you hit that baby again and you ran. Now, all of the police reports, everything that all of the statements that he gave says, I don't know what I hit. This is what he reported to the police. And don't tell me anything about it being 25 years ago, because there are no statute of limitations on murder. But he really messed himself up when he sat there, and that's why he's so upset with Levi. I was taught as a child how to catch a nigga like him. When we had wars in my city, when I was a teenager and a young man, I was steered by the OGs who told me you don't crawl down in the sewer to catch a rat. You study a rat. That man know I'll play it right now if y'all want to hear it. I got his goddamn statement, how he told Sweet Tea he got out of the van. The boy bled on his arms and how he was holding the boy, which means he knew what he hit. So it is absolutely incumbent, and I don't give a fuck about his friends in DC and all these other goddamn head terrorists that's listening to me, because trust me, y'all going to prison too, but it's going to be a different level. See, he thinks he's protected by the woman that's claimed she works for the DOJ, by the nigga in DC who threatened my life, talking about my men and how I'm connected with my men and law enforcement. I don't mean to swear on your channel, Dana, but all them motherfuckers are going to be playing basketball in Pelican Bay. And by Monday, this Monday approaching, if you all have not seen what I'm going to show you by Monday, then you say Levi talking cap. But by this Monday approaching, you're going to see Levi ain't lying. So I had to throw that in there.
Oh, you know, I'd be the first one to call you and tell you you're talking cat.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So I don't want you all to lose focus or to think that I'm talking cap, but I have not lost focus on every individual who has threatened my life. Now, including, well, I ain't gonna say no names. We got it. However, listen. So he murders the baby, but this is what y'all don't know. That beast has murdered before. What I was saying to Dana when I said he's dangerous, I'm describing an animal who watches everything. He says it. He watches everything. That's his defense mechanism. He watches everything. And I'm about to describe the other murder that he committed. And I'm not talking cap. I'm not talking from Levi's perspective. I'm talking about from the Cook County goddamn investigator's perspective, nigga. I'm gonna tell you what he does. For one, he hates women with a passion. He hates women who have overlooked him all his life, never gave him no play. But those same women will deal with another dude that's more attractive than him, that got more going for him. So the women that he's hit on in the past, when they turn him down and shoot him down, he becomes infuriated. He becomes furious. Now listen, when I say dangerous, Dana, see, he don't want me to talk about this shit. He want me to talk about all the choke, no joke. No, we about to get down to it. Listen to me, y'all. When I told Dana he was dangerous, this is the guy on the block, a motherfucking crackhead handyman type nigga that just do odd jobs. I think one of the women in Chicago say he used to clean people's cars, and he'll watch a young lady or a lady for weeks. This is a break. He's broken in houses. That's already documented. He breaks in houses. This is a climb through the window, rape a female type nigga. We cut through the chase. This is a nigga that will climb through the window and rape a woman and take her goddamn life if she recognizes him. He's the kind of guy, I can't say too much, is the handyman in the neighborhood. Everybody knows him, panhandling, but he'll keep his eye on a female and he'll say to himself, shit, she with that nigga over there because he got money, or like he said about my cousin, dope dealing singer. Y'all know the ones who the dope dealers buy him tennis shoes and buy him clothes, and all R. Kelly is a dope dealing singer. See, these are the guys that he's always resented all of his life. So if he resent R. Kelly, or if he resent guys who sell drugs and get women, how do you think he feel about the women who go and kick it with the guys because they got nice cars, they got nice clothes, They're not ugly like him. They're not short like him. They're not unattractive like him. His real vengeance is towards women. And that's a psychological thing that he has going on because his mother put him out at 13. And let me say something about his mama. Since he sat in Chicago talking about walking over Levi's mama's grave, let me say something to this little short bitch about his mama. I sit back, I watch, I don't say nothing, I laugh. But when the dude in Bolingbrook said, fuck his mama, and a lot of people said, oh, you shouldn't say that. I talked to his son. I'm gonna get back to my point. But if you all knew what his son told me about that woman that calls himself, he says, my mama. Listen, when the dude in Bolingbrook said, fuck his mama, I laughed because I said, they don't even know that his mama ain't worth 3 goddamn cents. If I wasn't an ethical man, I would play the goddamn audio right now.
I told you, send it to me. I ain't ethical.
That boy, I promised the young man, so I don't.
Man, fuck that. All bets are off.
Listen, y'all.
Send it to me. I'll put that bitch on and I'll loop that shit.
When that young man started to describe what he went through, and he talked about how he don't even watch television to this day because they were in the shelters, the domestic violence shelters, and they wouldn't let him watch TV. He said, so even to this day, I can't go watch TV. When he talked about and told me how they ran, I think, to an aunt or somebody else, and him and his sister didn't want to be with this dude. He said after the mother went to prison, 2 days later, he had a crackhead on a motherfucking mattress when he got home from school, a filthy ass mattress, and told him go on in the back. So when he left, and then he said he made them come back so he can get the welfare, the fucking check or the food stamps or whatever.
Why you mute yourself, Levi?
That house, he said, was one of the worst days of his life. He said he remember walking in, him on a mattress with some crackhead woman, and he looked in the kitchen. He said, Levi, he said, the kitchen was filthy, and I turned and looked in the garbage, and on the sink was maggots. He said it was maggots. I said, wow. When that boy started to describe to me, y'all, certain things, I am a very compassionate man. I am. I literally cried. I didn't boo-hoo, but tears rolled down my eyes as God is my witness. I said, wow. He said, I saw that man. He said he would hold my mother's arms with his knees on her arms, and he know I'm telling the truth. How would I know this? And beat her in the face where she was unrecognizable. That's what the boy told me. So quite naturally, what did I say? I said, man, I said, yo. I said, where was your grandmother? Where was his mother? He said his mother condoned everything he was doing to him. He said, we don't mess with her. He said, we hate her. He said, that woman's worse than him. So when a dude in Bolingbrook said, fuck his mama, I laughed because y'all didn't know the dude in Bolingbrook, who I don't mess with, but he was right. His mama ain't shit. His mama ain't, and let me tell you something. His mother is going to have to answer to Almighty God for harboring a son who could take the life of a baby and for torturing her grandkids. She never intervened. She never took the mother's side. She never took their side. She condoned this beast from torturing his grandkids and that woman because she's a beast her goddamn self, nigga. And if you got a problem with it, nigga, holla at me. I got the facts. Now, you all are going to see this. That man, at least one, I don't know if it's more, but that man sat as he does and he observed a woman, a young lady. That man allegedly, you feel me? That man raped a woman and took her life. Now, that's a hell of a statement for me to make. And God would punish me if I came on here and bore false witness. I'm telling y'all that all of us, all of you have been in the midst of a damn dangerous ass goddamn killer. That's a killer. But he's not the kind of killer that Dana and I and real niggas know. He ain't no shooter. When a guy in Bolingbrook called him out, he ran to the police. So you ain't no shooter. You run to the police. But when it comes to women and the vulnerable, kids, he will do whatever. He told the sister Sandra, when she came on Choke No Joke and defended me, he told the sister, he looked in the camera like he could beat that sister down. He tells the women and the men that subscribe to his channel, I'm telling you, if you go over there, don't come back over here. What kind of woman or what kind of man would let a broke ass, motherfucking homeless ass, goddamn baby killing ass nigga tell you where you can go? The same way he told Crystal where she can go. And any other woman he's ever dealt with, this man is going to have a hard time in prison because he cannot take orders. He is going to be in an environment. I'm putting him in an environment when he talked that shit to them niggas in prison. I doubt if he even come out. I doubt if he ever leaves prison because they're going to handle him right there. But I don't want y'all to lose focus. This is a man that has taken more than Larry White's life. This is a man who has taken sex from women. This is a man that has raped women. And at least one of them, he took her life because she knew who he was. Now you mark my words and you watch this shit. I told Dana day one, I said, that nigga got bodies. From my CD, how could I tell you, Dana, that he had bodies and we didn't know nothing about Larry White? Dana, what you tell him, I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that or not?
Yeah, you did. And man, you got into an argument.
Yeah, way before we found out the little 5-year-old baby. See, y'all, each and every one of us, our life, what we see physically is just our arms, our legs. We are souls. And when someone takes someone's life, that's the soul of that individual. If that individual took that other individual's life unjustly, unjustifiably, that person's soul will haunt that person. When Cain slew Abel, God told him, everywhere you go, they're going to slay you. In other words, that blood of Abel was on Cain the same way the blood of the woman he killed and little baby Larry White is on him. So when you take a life, it's something in your eyes. It's something about you because you've given yourself over to a reprobate mind. You're reprobate. You're filthy. Now you can take a life and repent and go the other way, but when you say to hell with it, shitty, I killed that baby, I raped that woman and killed her, I'm gonna just go through life doing what I want to do. I'm slick. I can out-talk anybody. I can talk my way out of shit. I can go and right there with the U.S. Marshals in Chicago and tell them I didn't film in the courtroom when I did. That's another story. That's another story. Now that my cousin has been convicted, you watch. Y'all, by Monday, y'all gonna see what I'm saying is true. If that nigga think he got away with going in that goddamn courtroom and filming illegally, setting the stage for these people to say R. Kelly has a bunch of terrorists, followers, if he thinks that by lying to those U.S. Marshals that he's gotten away with it, y'all just wait till Monday.
So I'm gonna ask you this, Levi. I'm gonna ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Let's clear something else up because Spitting Fireman saying that she walked away from us. Let's put the truth out there of what really happened. Fuck all the behind the scenes secrets. Let's pull all behind the scenes out to the forefront. What actually happened?
I'll say this to you.
And I'm gonna let you tell your story. Nah, man. Fuck that.
Here Dana go.
No,
Here Dana go.
Fuck
Dana's
that.
like,
I'm tired of
Dana,
it all.
Listen, Dana, I'm being real with you, bro.
Man, fuck her. And fuck hold it back. No, put it out there.
Listen, bro. Let me just explain this to you. I'm asking you a question in a very diplomatic way, but this how I'm raised, my whole thing. If a motherfucker leave me alone, it's cool. You stay on the other side of the street. I stay on my side of the street. Don't cross over. So I'm not gonna even entertain her or talk about her, but I'll say this.
Come on, bro.
Listen to me, my brother. That's not true that we were walked away from. But what I want Dana to understand, and you guys to understand, that whole dynamic of the departure plays a hell of a role in this whole R. Kelly conviction, y'all. All of it plays together. And I don't want to disclose too much, but all of it plays together, Dana. But at the same time, hey, yo, she on the other side of the street. She stay over there. I stay over here. Cool. But in time, you're going to see how all of it comes together, my brother. But I want to say this point to y'all real quick. If y'all go look at the interview, I think it was a Vlad TV and the bodyguard that shot the guy in the Snoop Dogg situation. When Snoop Dogg's bodyguard killed the guy, they were trying Snoop Dogg with murder or accessory of murder. The guy was talking about the guy who jumped out the bushes and he shot him. And this is a grown-ass man, about 45 years old. He was telling a story and he started crying. He couldn't even talk. He said it was bothering him. Even though he shot this guy in self-defense, the guy was about to do something to Snoop. It still bothered him. And this is years later, he's talking about it and he starts crying. Because when you take a life from this planet, that's a hell of a debt. That's a hell of a debt. That's a hell of a weight on a person's shoulders when you take a life from this planet. They talk about Levi didn't show up to the trials and Levi didn't show up to this, that, and the third. First of all, I was right there in the midst of niggas several times. Dana tell you that they didn't even know. Let me tell you, well, I ain't gonna say too much. Dana visited me at one of the trials. Me and Dana kicked it at the hotel during one of the trials. But I wasn't at a trial or trying to go to a trial for no goddamn cash apps or to say my cousin. No. What I do is behind the scenes concerning Rob. And y'all about to see, but I tell you this, on some of those occasions, after your life has been threatened, ain't no talking. So a lot of those people that say, well, Levi wasn't at this, Levi wasn't at that, bro, trust me, you better listen. You better thank God I didn't make myself known, because there's no talking when you threaten my life. I understand the severity of this. And now everyone sees the severity of what was done because the man was just convicted. But I don't want y'all to lose sight of the baby killer going up to Javante Cunningham's job to intimidate and harass her. Going in the courtroom asking for, see, this is what he want people to get their minds off of. That man came on the scene talking to individuals who are connected to this shit. He was sent in to do just what he has been doing over the last 2 years, and that's attacking federal witnesses, potential federal witnesses, but mainly Azriel Clary and her family. That was his job, and that was his assignment. And he did it. And when his name came up, yes, sir.
Levi, look, you know how I feel about that whole Azriel thing.
That's apples and oranges, baby.
I'm
see, this is.
really
I know, Dana. Dana, but check this out. I feel you. Here's the deal, Dana. I got a question for you, Dana. I got a real good question for you.
Oh man, you supposed to see. All right.
No, I got a question, nigga. Answer this question. I like that BMF shirt too, but or hoodie. I like that shit. Listen, yo.
You got to get on the show.
Word up. Those who engaged in terroristic activities, terrorist acts, I'm asking you a simple question of harassment, intimidation, sitting on their YouTube channels day and night and day, berating witnesses, especially Azriel Clary and her family. Those who even contributed to the environment of hostility and death threats against witnesses. I'm gonna ask you a question because I want to clear something up on your channel while I'm here too. Because I hate this shit when I speak the truth. People think I'm defending Azriel Clary or defending Angelo Clary and his family. Let's be clear on something.
So how you gonna talk about that but not talk about the spit and fire situation?
This nigga is insane. So you crazy as hell. Listen, I have a question for you, Dana. Those who contributed to that environment, those who basically did things that caused them to even mention it in the court documents, like his name was mentioned in the last trial. Aren't they equally responsible? If you look at the Azriel Clary, the witnesses, her father, they have been outspoken. We going to get this nigga locked the fuck up.
I really
Azriel decided.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You really let me finish answering the question, yo.
Because I'm not finished my live, and I'm saving the best for last. And I'm going to dig in that ass.
Yes, sir. But I want you to answer the question.
Nothing about them.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Aren't they equally responsible for your man?
All of them
sitting in that prison right now.
I don't hold no punches.
That's all I'm saying. But I want to ask you a question.
That nigga is in the paperwork consistently. That nigga is in indictments consistently.
You damn right. You damn right. But check this out. Check this out though. Who is more dangerous? The niggas across the street that say "fuck Dana" when I see you as on? No. I'm asking you a question. Who do you consider to be more dangerous? The guys around the corner who say when or 3, 4, 5 blocks away, when I see you as on, I don't like this nigga, fuck Dana. Or the person. You can't have
all of them. Because you speak on me, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. All of them.
This nigga is insane. This is multiple choice, A or B. Or the person who's sitting right in the house with you, pretending to be your friend, but really they're setting you up to be harmed. Who's more dangerous?
All of them.
Your enemies cannot harm you, but watch your closest friends.
Listen. Your closest friend ain't really your friend if they trying to bring harm. They're a friend of me. So at the end of the day, they still got the enemy's name tagged to him. So therefore, you're a fucking enemy. So therefore, if you stab me in my back, you just as dangerous as the dirty motherfucker down in Houston that'll do it too. So fuck all of y'all. All of y'all get it. So all of them.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but I have a question for you. Did Angelo Clary, Azriel Clary, members of Team Truth, listen, members of Ocole, no, nigga, you got to listen to me, bro. Did any of them write Robert talking about you?
I don't know.
Okay. Did any of them engage in nefarious acts to totally, literally writing letters and really trying to disassemble his legal team? Did any of them do that? Did any of them hide the fact that they were anti-R. Kelly? Now, brother, answer the question, man.
Ain't none of them hide the fact that they anti-R. Kelly, but I don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
See, Dana, you brother, listen.
No,
I feel you, man.
No, you're looking for me to give you an answer, and I'm not a fake ass motherfucker, so I'm not gonna give you a fake answer. I'm gonna give you some real shit. I don't know what the fuck was done, but I know these motherfuckers over here that stabbed me in my back, they did some shit. And the one motherfucker that I want you to talk about, you ain't talking about.
because she's
you
not
know
talking.
the truth. And you brought me into that shit.
Wait a minute, nigga. Wait a minute. Did you just say, I brought you into the conversation you're saying? What do you mean I brought you into
when y'all two was going at it, was it not you, nigga? But I sat back and said, oh, you can say it in front of Dana right here. And she's like, oh no, I don't want to say it. Oh no, say it. You're an upstanding person. Dana right here. I ain't say nothing. So I said, like, shit, if you want to say it. But you talking about, nah, yo, she ain't say nothing about me. She went outside. Man, fuck that modern shit. When it's war, it's war.
No. I understand, but listen to me, brother. I didn't bring you into it. It's just that you happened to be on the phone.
Hold on for a second. Let me see who the fuck this is. Hold on.
Word up.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out
why he's talking.
Who is this?
Word.
Yo.
Who is this?
Malik.
Oh, what's up?
Man. You got a lot of good points about who's more deadlier, who's more lethal. But I think it's more so who's more credible. And just based off of the snippets of interviews I've listened to, Azrael has told numerous lies. Like,
I'm listening to you, brother. Let him talk. I'm listening to the brother. Go ahead, brother.
So my thing is, at what point do you take the credibility of a known liar versus do you really do due diligence and get to the root of the situation? Now, I'm not saying he made it any better by going on Gayle King and doing his own interview and then trying to hit him with the Denzel. I think that just totally killed any possible momentum he could have built up. But also, he had to do what he had to do. And based upon the interviews I saw, I think he was coached into that. I don't think he wholeheartedly 100% wanted to do it that way.
He was, I didn't mean to interrupt you, brother, but I told him myself, and I never really said this, because I don't really talk about that kind of stuff, but a lot of this is deep. But I said to him, I suggested to him that whatever you do, two things: make sure that you do it live. Secondly, if they say, okay, we can't do it live, you make sure you have your cinematographer there filming everything, and you make sure part of the agreement is that if you don't show this in its totality, I'm going to put it on my own social media page and let everybody see what exactly was said, brother. When it comes to, I don't have anything to criticize him about or going on Gayle King. When that man stood up and said what he said, that's him. It wasn't staged as far as his emotions. That's how he is. And what really hurt me about it was that if you watch it again, is a part when she says, are you telling me, Robert, that all of these women are lying on you? I know my cousin, his body language. He lost all of the air in his body because it was at that point where he said, damn, you ambushed me. She told that man, I'm going to give you a fair interview. It's going to be fair. He would have never done it. But when he said they are all lying on me, and he turned his head to the side and he lost all of the wind in his body, he knew, damn, you ambushed me. Then she goes back to the studio, edits it. This conversation that I, and myself and Dana are having right now, I could take our conversation, clip it, and make you seem like you are this or that, just clipping your words. The editing room is a motherfucker, and you know that, bro. It was edited to fit their narrative. She said it herself right there in the CBS studio the next day. She said, I wanted to look at them young ladies and tell them, pack your stuff and go home. Now, wait a minute. At that time, they were adults. You feel me, bro? They were adults then. So that tells you, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. I'm going to let you finish.
That tells you she went there prejudiced. That tells you that she went there with a design. She was not willing to give him a fair shake. And that is the worst. And I get emotional over this, brother. I'm sorry. And I really do. But it is the worst feeling in the world to be lied upon, to be lied on. That somebody says to you, I'm going to come and let you tell your side of the story. And then when they get there and they sitting down and they talking, they hit you with, are you telling, do you? No, that's what it was. It wasn't that. When he knew he was ambushed is when she said, do you think you're invincible, Robert? I'm sorry, man. I get emotional over that shit. Do you think you know what that means, brother? Brother, give me 10 seconds. I want you to respond. If people are accusing you of robbing stores, going in, blazing, getting money, and you didn't do it, and all these people saying you did it, and someone says to you, I'm gonna let you tell your side of the story. You said you're innocent. And while they talking to you, they say to you, do you think you invincible? That's saying you did it. You like invincible. I ain't walking up in no goddamn stores robbing them and shit with AK-47s and shit. That alone is when he knew he was ambushed. But I'm gonna be quiet and listen, brother. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. So I take it you a little more in the loop of the whole story. Like you kind of got an inside seat, so to speak. I've never judged either way. I've always said that if you take the music apart from the personal, this would be a totally different situation. I also said before, I think, Dan, that I was telling you how sometimes in life, we kind of get a pass and then we kind of get a little cocky with it and we kind of throw it back in your face. And now it forces you to play your hand.
Yes,
and
sir.
What I mean by is, as he said, whatever he did way back in the day or was accused of, on the day that was washed up and done, that was washed and done. That should have never been brought up again, in my eyesight. But what usually happens is a lot of times people don't let that go. And what they start to do is they start to seek for things. Like, as funny as it sounds, the comedian D. Ray Davis was saying, how come when your girl go through your phone and she don't find nothing, she don't come and give you a compliment and say, you the most
right.
But if she your phone and find something, now you got all these no good MFs.
Right.
And
true that.
I think what happened in this particular situation is once the court of public opinion got behind it, it was nothing that could be said. It was like, you know how you fly your kite and you got the kite at the right height and you know that wind coming, so you bring it down and the spool of thread skip and spin through your hands, and next thing you know, your kite gone.
Right.
That's what happened in this situation. Like I said, he made one good point to me, and I was telling Dana earlier. He was like, yo, through all I've been through, what kind of dummy would I be to be housing 50 people in my house without their permission? He was like, that don't even make logical sense.
Yes, sir.
And the first thing I said today, I wanted some clarity and I wasn't being smart. I was like, but they saying that this man can't read or write or he's dyslexic and all that. Shit, he made a good goddamn point right there. So he's not as slow as you trying to make him out to be. He know right from wrong. And he know common sense from book smarts and book smarts from whatever. I think, man, it's so tragic that, like I said, once the government tie your hands with your money, it's an MF. And once they stop his streams, his downloads, especially now, they had to realize that this is a download age. You can play a song right now, and the moment you hear it, you're going to Shazam it if you like it, and you're going to download it.
Yes, sir.
And that's a big revenue stream.
Big time.
Well,
and
what you said.
Look, I'm gonna go here. Since everybody going there, and I wasn't going there yet, but since everybody want to go there, let's go there. Last night, Angelo and was on Choke No Joke. It was a bunch of lies being told. He said that he was in New York. Well, one thing I'm not going to do is destroy nobody, but I am going to stand on the right of truth. And the right of truth goes a little something like this. Pay attention to what Gayle King said.
Change your mind. It is okay to apologize and forgive yourself, more importantly. And that's really what I had to do.
R. Kelly, as you know, has long denied allegations of sexual misconduct with the underage girls. I'm happy to say that Azriel is in therapy. You know, she came to the interview alone, which surprised me. I thought somebody would be with her. She came by herself. When she testified, her therapist was with her in another room, and she knows that she still has a lot of work to do.
So I'm gonna play that again.
To apologize and forgive yourself, more importantly. And that's really what I had to do.
R. Kelly, as you know, has long denied allegations of sexual misconduct with the underage girls. I'm happy to say that Azriel is in therapy. You know, she came to the interview alone, which surprised me. I thought somebody would be with her. She came by herself. When she testified, her therapist was with her in another room, and she knows that she still has a lot of work to do. But
so, with that being said,
I'm sorry, Dana, baby boy. You know I got love for you, but this is what I'm saying. I want you to, baby boy. Let me say this to you. And I mean to cut you off. It's your show. If you want me to be quiet and you talk, I'll come back and say it later. But I'm trying to show you some how this go. But go ahead, my brother. I get your point. I didn't mean to cut you off. I stand corrected that you want to keep going, and then I'll just come say something afterwards, brother. Sorry about that.
Just saying, he said yesterday that he was in New York, that he was with his daughter, but his daughter told Gayle King that she was by herself. And then she lied to Gayle King and said she was with a therapist. No, she was up, man. Azriel with this little white girl that looked like the Ring. She sat right next to me. And when Azriel started talking, and the little white girl got up and started crying and was like, Azriel purging herself. Those were her words.
This is why y'all cannot get them. Listen, man. Boy, listen to me, my brother. If you take what no, brother, you're Dana, you're wrong, brother. And I'm trying to just show y'all something.
Wrong? Wait, what?
Can I explain it, my nigga?
How? Explain.
Listen, I just did a video. I did a video saying how Angelo really basically came out victorious. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a wordsmith. I listen to words. Angelo said I was in New York at the hotel. She asked me not to come to the courtroom.
At the hotel.
Oh my God, bro!
He did not say at the hotel. He said I was in New York. I was in New York. He ain't say where. What he said was he is in New York. But I got a question, Levi. Why are you defending Angelo?
Bro, this is listen. This is why we have not made no goddamn progress on the R. Kelly. Listen, Dana, can you let me answer the question? This is why, let me calm down. This is why we have not made any progress on the R. Kelly side. Because when someone comes like myself and shows y'all how to defeat Oak Cove, how to defeat Team Truth, and how to defeat Angelo, the first thing y'all say is why are you taking up for him? I'm making a goddamn point, and I want the brother to tell me if I'm wrong. I'm saying to you, when you're dealing with a man like Angelo, you don't go in with a 22, figuratively speaking, not literally, with a 22, with one or 2 goddamn bullets, and this nigga standing there with an AK-47. You have to go in and be careful what you say, what you do, because he's able. If he were right now to come on here, he would tell you, Dana, I said I was in New York. She told me to stay. I don't want you to come to the court. So that's what Gayle King just said. I'm not defending him. I'm trying to get y'all to start thinking analytically. When you think analytically,
at the hotel?
let's say it wasn't a hotel. He said it was a restaurant. She told him.
Did Gayle King just say that he was at the hotel?
Gayle King never said nothing about Angelo was at a hotel.
Gayle King said, I'm surprised Azriel came by herself, and Azriel testified and said she was at the court with a therapist in the other room.
But she said the exact. But see, now you want to yell.
How you look at it, Levi?
Now you want to yell because you know I'm Now you want to yell because you know I'm right.
If my motherfucking daughter on trial, I'm going in the courtroom.
Did you hear? Listen, bro, that's you. That's fine.
That's not me. That's a real motherfucking parent.
That is not a leg to stand on.
That's a real fucking parent.
But that's why the R. Kelly side lost at this point, because of what you just said. Listen, bro. You have to listen to a person. You have to listen. Listen to me. Let me say this to you, Dave. That's why you're yelling. That's why you're yelling, because you don't want to.
You know what? Say what you gotta say.
My little baby,
talk the truth. Say what you gotta say.
I'm gonna tell you, my little daughter, she got out the ride. Don't give us a story. I know. See, now I can't give a story. See, I'm giving you the facts, my nigga. My little baby, a teenager, my little baby, got out the car the other day and left her phone. I'm leaving, headed to the casino. She said her mom called and said she left her phone. I turned around and I looked at her phone and I said, oh, this is her phone. I was about to look at her text messages and I said, no way. Listen, I said, no way. You know why? Because a teenage girl like that could have no telling what picture she sent. I don't know. But I did not, as a man and as a father, want to see something that I would regret. Now, Angelo said on the goddamn show that the girl was going to testify to things and she didn't want him there. Okay. When you are intelligent, brother, when you're logical, you don't try to combat that which sounds logical. Okay, cool. I can get Angelo on several inconsistencies on that interview yesterday, but y'all are not going to focus on the things that you can really get him on. And then you get, not you, but even you get upset with me like, oh, you defending him. I'm not defending him. I'm telling you, you're walking in a goddamn gunfight with a switchblade knife. When you're dealing with Angelo, you're not dealing with no regular, you're dealing with a chess player. And when you sit and try to discredit him and he can go, he did it yesterday. He was going through all them blocks. He was going through them blocks like, well, I said this. Well, I said, even Choke said, well, he already answered that. When they hit him with the dildo thing, niggas was like, oh, we got him. He answered the shit. He answered it. So you didn't get him. But when you're dealing with Levi, when Levi speaks, Levi gonna put the shit on the table. I'm gonna talk about the shit that's absolutely contradictory and untrue. And that way people can say, yeah, now we got him. Now that's some credible shit that Levi said. But for you to say that Gayle King said something that he didn't, she said the same thing he said, bro. That's crazy to me why people do that. Are y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna say this. Personally, what Gayle King does is she lives off of the celebrity of her best friend. Because just now, what she said was, Azriel had a therapist in another room. You were not supposed to devour that information. You can't let it be known that a person on the stand or a victim is in therapy. That's top secret information.
Hey, brother.
Yes, sir. And then to piggyback, like I said from the beginning, y'all missing the fact that the Clary dude, he a Baltimore dude.
Yep. Hell yeah.
So he's moving not in a chess sense, he just moving in cutthroat. Because what probably happened was the conversation that initially was given, halfway down the street, he didn't like something in the conversation. And as opposed to them going back to the table, he started to put his own issue in the game.
But there's no way. First of all, here's the thing, yo. I hear what people saying. Now, there's no way to catch a Baltimore dude than to have another Baltimore dude catch you in truth. So all this, if you can't fight this way, you need Levi this way. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. And this is how me and Levi talk on the phone. It's
all the time.
Each other, all this. Levi, I know he just pissed me the fuck off right now. He know it. I'm beyond pissed off right now. I'm hot. So just let people know, so people won't be like, "Oh, Dana ready to blow up on Levi." We always talk like this. And you better be glad you ain't get the real raw version when I start calling him a fucking idiot. And then he'd be like, "Shut the fuck up," and I'd be like, "You shut the fuck up." But here's the thing.
Oh, man.
He said one thing. Gayle King said something else. But the whole link to the matter is Gayle King is his girl. So why would your girl put that out there?
Because see, I remember Dana, I told you a long time ago, especially Baltimore niggas. Baltimore niggas have a tendency to throw you a smoke screen.
What the hell is going on?
I'm gonna give you the best example in the world.
Hold on.
Go ahead, brother. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, but I'm listening.
He said some real shit right here, though.
The best example in the world. I remember some dudes back in '92. Their situation dried down. So what they did was they put a batch of Q&B together.
Mm-hmm.
And they made a placebo. And they got back on their feet in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those of y'all who slow, I'm not glorifying anything in the illegal transaction world. What I'm saying to you is, that's how Baltimore niggas think. They think conniving. If I know that I can make you think this is one thing, and in reality it's another. That's like right now in B-More, you got a couple dudes riding around in Maseratis. You got 2 or 3 little young boys riding around in Maseratis, and 3 or 4 dudes riding around in the race. Mm-hmm. Now, if anybody knows about Baltimore, why would you ride around in the race? Because the street alone is going to tear your car.
Right.
But you want to portray the image that that's your life.
Mm-hmm.
When reality is, you work at No Limit, the car belonged to a Raven dude. The dude is cool with the dude at No Limit. You knew he was going to be out of town for a couple of days. The owner told you, hey, man, you know, run down the XYZ, get the wheels put on over here, bop, bop, woo, woo, woo. But now you running around here like a show car.
Yes, sir.
See, that's Baltimore, the home of the facade.
Come on, give me the stuff so I can go.
Yes, sir. Hey, brother, I want y'all to understand something about me and Dana. And I'm quite sure everybody in the chat, the brother on the line, y'all saw the movie Scarface. And y'all saw the scene when Tony Montana, when Frank and them put the hit on him and that detective to kill him in the club. And he got away. He was shooting up under the table and he got, y'all, everybody remember that when they set him up to be killed in that club. And he went home and he was about to go over there and get Frank and them. And he said to the big guy, he said, at 2:30, I want you to call this number. And when he answers, I want you to say, we fucked up. We fucked up. He got away. That's all I want you to say. So the guy says, okay, Tony. So Tony Montana says to the dude, no. He said, what you mean? Okay, Tony, no. What time are you going to call? And what are you going to say? And the guy said, I'm going to call at 2:30. And what you going to say? We fucked up. He got away. See, Tony Montana knew that this was life and death. Tony Montana was like, I'm not going to walk away from you and tell you something. I'm going to make you. In other words, in order for me to catch Frank in this goddamn lie, you got to say it verbatim. That's how I am. I'm the kind of person that, first of all, Tony Montana wanted to know if it was Frank that put the hit out on him. So just in case he had other enemies. So when the guy says, we fucked up, he got away, and if Frank wasn't responsible for it, Frank would have said, what the fuck? Who is this? What do you mean we fucked up? He got away. Then he would have known it wasn't Frank. So I'm telling Dana, you never say things like what he just said, where Angelo can come behind him and say, nigga, I said I was waiting at the restaurant or the hotel and she went by herself. That's all I'm saying. Dana's a brilliant mind. He's a very intelligent guy. But one thing about Dana, he doesn't, I tell him all the time, like, nigga, the best actors in the industry are the ones who don't mind being directed. The best movies, those actors, Al Pacino, James Caan, they always give it up to Coppola. They always give it up to Martin Scorsese. They always give it up to the directors. And they say, well, it was well directed. And that's what I be telling Dana, bro, don't get upset. Just listen to me. You're good at your craft. You feel me? But if you want to be a good actor, you got to listen. He know that. You got to listen to that director. His vision is the vision that's going to come out on screen. You have some directors that let actors just go. They'll tell you one thing I like working with him because he let you improvise. Go ahead. David Chase from The Sopranos, from what I was told, none of them can improvise. They had to say what was written. So that's all I'm saying, brothers. Excuse me, is that when I speak and I said, I want to ask you, my brother, when I said to Dana, you being from Baltimore, you talked about the Baltimore niggas and the mentality. When I said to him, when you're dealing with a guy like Angelo, you have to be sound, waterproof in what you say and your accusations where he can't get around it, under it, or over it. What is your opinion about what I just said, my brother?
I'm going to say, I kind of get where you're going at. But when you're dealing with a dude like Angelo, you let him hang himself. Meaning,
well,
if you pay close attention and you use the movie Scarface, you know why Tony got killed?
You tell me why. I mean, everybody got their own opinion, but go ahead, brother.
Had he went on that mission and killed that dude, even in front of that child, he would have never gotten killed. You can't play and be in a game and have morals and principles with folks that don't have no value. When Tony killed Manolo,
that's facts.
That was it.
That's facts.
But this is what I mean to cut you off, brother. You're right, but you still have to
play a game and have morals and principles over motherfuckers that don't matter.
I disagree with that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because, brother, you're right. If you go back to the beginning of the movie, what did he say? He told Salsa, he said these words to him. He said, he said, look at me. All I have in this world is my motherfucking word and my balls, and I don't break them for nobody. He told him, he said, that guy right there that y'all just killed, I never trusted him. He said to him, he said, but please understand something. I ain't never in my life did something to anyone or fucked over a motherfucker or killed a motherfucker that didn't have it coming to him. Now, he told him that. He was telling him, I have morals. I'm not going. Then you fast forward. He didn't kill the baby. Say it again, brother.
You're yelling.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I get passionate. But
y'all told me I was yelling, so now y'all yelling.
Yes, sir. Then you fast forward in the movie, my brother. When it was time to kill the child, what did he say? He said, what the child got to do with this shit? You feel me? So I get what you're saying, but he wasn't willing to kill a child because he was adhering to those same principles that he stated earlier. It's the same principle of you say we. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
And you got one shot and one shot only.
Oh, thank you so much for giving me one shot, Dana.
But you got hollow point seep sneakers that go through walls.
Mm-hmm.
Bedbug with one of his kids.
Nigga is talking about me killing the bedbug. Brother, I am not killing nobody for one. I ain't killing nobody. But listen this.
Are you taking that shot or you letting them go?
I'm letting them go. What did Tony Montana say? He said, I don't need this shit on me. I ain't killing no kid. You feel me? Listen, Dana, listen, brother, to the brother and Dana. Even in war, we have something that is called the Geneva Convention, which means there are rules to war.
I never met Geneva, so how am I going to go by her rules?
You know
if I never even been to her convention.
You know I'm talking about Geneva, Switzerland. There's a Geneva Convention. You feel me? In other words, I'm just someone, brother, who believes in playing by the rules. Unless somebody come outside the rules, yeah, we can go then. But I've always said it, Dana. I don't want to win if I have to win unfairly. I am mentally and intellectually equipped to disassemble Angelo, all of them. I don't have to cheat to win.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this question, Levy.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Levi, I said Levy. But I'm going to ask you this question, Levi.
Yes, sir.
If you're and someone you love has definitely been cheated, why should you play fair? When it's all about redeeming a person, but have been cheated. They ain't playing fair, so why should you?
I've been in situations, a couple of situations like that what I do is walk away, because guess what, my brother? If I have to cheat on her, I used to run the streets with a lot of women, but if I would a woman,
man, I'm not talking about a woman, but I'm talking about this situation. They ain't playing fair when it comes to Rob, and so why play fair when it comes to them?
Okay, let's go.
And I'm talking about all of them.
Okay,
I'm talking about, but I'm talking about, and the Lord, but I'm talking about all your little cousins, Levi, all of them.
When you say, okay, you said they're not playing fair, so why would we play fair? The brother just hit on it. The brother just said something. Damn, I forgot that quick. But I'm gonna always try to play fair. You haven't seen me come at anybody on social media that didn't, and Dana, you know this now. Everybody listening to me know damn well I never called none of them niggas names. I was over in my kitchen doing my videos, minding my business. I'm going to always play fair, because I believe when you play fair, the wind is at your back. When you don't play fair, now the wind is at your face. Rob is going to be victorious because Rob has played fair, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off, Dana, but let me say this real quick. The only thing that man got on his side right now, and this is the God's honest truth, is the good that he's done towards some of those alleged victims. No, I'm trying to explain something to you now. If you want to be victorious, brother, go ahead. What do you think about?
I'm gonna say that.
I throw my hands up.
If he's really as spiritual as he says, then now is the time for him and the God of his understanding. They'll have a dialogue, and that dialogue will play out in the days, weeks, and months to come. But I want you to think about, and you said, everything that we see or that has been presented to us. I'm going to throw this out there, and this probably won't mess everybody up. When this is all said and done, I guarantee you that all of this came from a person who was told no one time. Meaning, if I hit Levi and say, Levi, dog, I'm strapped. I need to hold the dub for lunch. And you give me $20 100 times. The moment you tell me no, I remember the no over the 100 yeses.
Yes.
And what happens in most people, they then become vindictive.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do is then they start to smear people. Oh, man, nigga Levi ain't shit, yo. Well, what'd he do? He told me I couldn't get $20. I don't think I had $20. So that's why he ain't shit. Yeah, man. That nigga usually help me out, but he ain't help me out this time, yo. Fuck Levi.
Yes, sir.
And then now you like, huh? And that conversation go between Dana and Mike. Oh, man, I was talking to Mike. Mike never think he say he ain't fucking with Levi no more. Levi wanted more than $20. Word? Yeah,
yes,
man. Fuck that nigga, yo. Old fat back head motherfucker, yo.
Yes, sir.
And that conversation continues. It's just like he said. It's so easy to start a rumor now because once I say, and pardon my pun intended, I can go on Instagram and say, Dana and Levi kiss and push the green button. Everybody in the market is going to say, Dana and Levi kiss, Dana and Levi kiss. Now, nobody worries about the details because Dana and Levi could have kissed in an Italian scene in a movie that they was doing. Italians kiss each other on the cheek. All I said was Dana and Levi kissed. And every motherfucker in the world ran with them words. So now it looks like you two gay. See, society is a mug, yo. Because what we do in society is we run with the narrative because we don't want to read the details.
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Hey, guys. Give me a chance to cut in.
Hey, how you doing? Yes, ma'am. I just want to have a question for the brother. I'm going to close my mouth because you know I talk all night. But listen, I want to ask the brother a question because Dana was talking about playing fair. From the moment that these accusations came at him, I'm talking about Rob, R. Kelly, his own children's mother bashing him. All of these women and young women who he had done a lot of nice things for bashing him. Did you ever see him lash out at them? Did you ever see him return hate for hate? Did you ever see him lash out at Drea when the woman from the Huffington Post set him up and ambushed him? Did he or did he not say, all the people that are saying bad stuff about me, I love them just the same. You know, I'm just glad everybody don't feel that way. When Gayle King ambushed him, did he say, bitch, get out my house? Did he ever attack anyone that has ever came at him? And as I ask you this question, I'm asking you, if he never did it, if he never called them doghead bitches, if he never doxed them and harassed them and intimidated them and came at them and talked about and created an environment for houses to be blown up and did all of this vicious shit, why in the world would anyone else do it? That man is he R. Kelly now. Don't get me wrong. I seen that nigga do the R. Kelly now. That nigga walk in the room, I'm R. Kelly. But in intimate behind the scenes settings, when he's chilling with anybody will tell you that. That man is a kind-hearted soul. That man is like a child. That man is not the kind of nigga that jumps off the porch and jumps the gate. I am. I've been places with him where niggas was looking and I was ready to jump the goddamn gate, but he's always the one. No, don't worry about that. You know, elephants don't swat flies, man. You're going, hate is hate. So if he didn't do it, Dana talking about being fair, playing dirty, or they playing dirty. They played dirty with this man from day goddamn one. He had to endure people sitting on television screens lying on him and Sparkle sitting there telling Ricky smiling them that she never had sex with him, which was a goddamn lie. But did he go on Ricky Smiley or go to the airwaves and say we was fucking for 4 years? I was fucking you when your husband, you was married. He didn't do it, Dana. So don't talk to me about playing fair. If he gonna play fair and we advocating for him and we with him, we gotta play fair. I'm sorry, y'all get upset, but go ahead.
I'm gonna say I've never heard him say anything derogatory or feed in to the negative that was said. But I'm also one, and I'll always say, I think beefing is a broke motherfucker sport. And doing the things that he was doing, he has no time to be jealous or envious or to have these unwanted confrontations because of you being in your feelings, meaning other people. And
you know what? That's a good look.
Dana,
that's a good look. Beef is a broke motherfucking sport. That's why I ain't beefing nobody no more. I just rather slap
like I tell Dana, even down to this YouTube thing, I said it when COVID first hit, YouTube was going to make some friendships and it was going to destroy some people because you have millions of people who come together via the internet to talk and discuss about a lot of mature things who are not grown up. And what they tend to do is they tend to come out their mouth slick. And what happens is you don't know how the next person is going to be able to digest those words. Mm-hmm. I'm the first one to tell you, and I'll say it repeatedly, if I'm ever on a panel and I say something that you take offense, acknowledge it, I'll correct it, apologize, and move on. Because initially, I don't know you. After talking to you for a series of time, I can get that you're being animated, you loud, you don't offend easy. So I may say something like, "Oh, go ahead, Chuck." You know what I mean? Because I've talked to you and I know that you're not going to take that offense from me. When this whole thing came about, man, everybody saw a dollar sign. Because when you see him and you think of the name R. Kelly, you instantly think, ka-ching! If he wrote 2 commercials tomorrow for goddamn Allstate, you will have 1 million people out here going by Allstate tomorrow just because he wrote the jingle. His talent, ability is what made him a monster, and the people couldn't take him being a monster because God gave him an ability that you'll probably never find a person that musically inclined in the next 300 years. I'm talking without him, the last goddamn thing you remember Charlie Wilson for is "I'm standing."
That's right.
He resurged that whole man's career.
All right, look, check it. Let's let Brooke say something real quick before I get ready to go.
Hey, Brooke, how you doing? Is she there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I gotta run to the door. Man, hold on, because I was getting Malik stuff, y'all. But real quick, I just wanted to come up and share a woman's perspective on the whole entire situation because I can appreciate you guys showing y'all and being supportive. But these events, these alleged victims, who I don't call victims, I call them volunteers. There's a lot of women who talk, but people need to hear more from the women. I am a woman who, from the time that I read the indictments, to the time that I watched the interviews, from the time that I have listened to the alleged volunteers and their stories and read what the documents in the paper say, to the point where I felt like this man has been set up. Now, y'all have to remember, this is a spiritual battle. I don't care if y'all don't believe me or not. It is what it is. It's spiritual. It's beyond us at this point, okay? And my spirit, because I had to consult with God first. Can I take on this? Can I talk about this? Can I do this? Can I debate with people on this? And the answer was yes. That is the reason why I joined my best friend Dana in this fight. I was over there with Dana way before. I wasn't doing R. Kelly commentary, but it was something that called me in, and I obeyed. Now, let me just say this. As a woman, some of the things that I've heard that he was accused of, and this is just me coming from me. I'm an inner city girl. I'm from Baltimore, okay? I was raised up at 21215. If you don't know about it, look it up. But from the stuff that I've heard and the stuff that these people say happened to them, I put myself in their shoes. And I know good goddamn well that if a man was to ever do any of these things, especially, y'all can call me fat, I don't care, starve me and not feed me, and I'm gonna still be with him, y'all got me fucked up. I'm gone. I'm up out of there. Now, everybody can't be like me. Everybody can't have the same persona as me, and I get it. But the things that was alleged, and me being a woman, knowing what I will not and will tolerate, it didn't add up. Okay, this is when I first began to get in it. So now I'm in it. I'm emotionally into it now. I'm emotionally into it because if anybody knows who I am, y'all know what I do. This man is being set up currently. They want his life. It ain't over. The war is just started. Y'all do know that, right? It ain't over.
Yes,
It ain't nowhere near over.
ma'am.
It's just beginning. And at this point, he needs his true supporters to stand behind him. Because the one thing that I have not heard, not yet, one content creator who supports R. Kelly do besides me last night was to put together 4 videos of one person named Azrak, who the fuck told everybody what she did in a mere text message tweet on Instagram. And the fact that that man did not leave Joy alone. She got mad and she got vindictive. That Baltimore shit. Listen to her parents from Baltimore. She got mad with that vindictive shit and she set that man up. You can't convince me of it not being. You can't tell me that no, it ain't true. But it is the truth. And my spirit will never leave me wrong. However, this may fall out. The war is just beginning. So if y'all know like I know, we need to cut out the arguing, the fussing, and if you truly support R. Kelly, you gotta get on it. Because at the end of the day, it ain't even on no person level. It ain't on human body levels no more. Okay? This girl, listen, it's there. It's there in plain sight. And a lot of us overlooked it. A lot of us looked at it, but we ain't really looked at it. Go back and look at it all again. And I guarantee you, you'll have a whole different perspective from not just her, from all the rest of them too. That's some bullshit. Ain't no way how she should have been able to even have an opportunity to even say one fucking word on that stand, period.
Brooke, you answered your own question. I want to ask you something, Brooke. You just said something that was so profound that most people missed it. Something I said a year and a half ago. You just said something so profound. Would you agree? Let me ask Brooke this question. Do you think that this entire outcome legally would have been different if he had all, not one, but all female attorneys?
Absolutely.
You see? So you just said something that people miss, and that is you dealing with females. All of his attorneys, he should have had 5 female attorneys. Every one of them a female. It would have changed the whole dynamic. You know why? Because my mother used to tell me that. Females know females. Females know how to handle females. Females in our families, a dude can come home with a chick, dress nice, church-going woman, and the females in that family can look at that dude and say, you ain't got nothing but a hoe.
Ain't that the truth? The funny part. Let me just tell you the funny part, because y'all.
I gotta get ready to go.
All right, real quick. On the daddy side, y'all talked about it, how he's conniving, right? All right, her parents is from Baltimore, right?
Your connection is from Mars.
I guarantee you, if have said, because see, he's not about none of that. He's trying to do the shit the right way, right? Let's say he would have said, you know what, let me keep her around because I don't know. All right, Joy, just lay low for a minute. I guarantee you this motherfucking case wouldn't be right here, right now. I guarantee you that much. Meaning he would have found not guilty. That's what I mean. But it wouldn't have been, that guilty verdict wouldn't have happened. That's what I mean.
I have to agree with that. But also, Brooke, you gotta also agree. Well, you ain't gotta agree, but I know Dana gotta go. Everyone attacking her also contributed to her saying, fuck this, I'm going all in.
Y'all
Would
giving
you agree with that?
passes to her. Look, she did what she did. She knew what she was doing, and that's what the fuck it was. She's vindictive and she's jealous. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all this, too many people attacking, too many people. Okay, yes, that might have been a problem. But shit, motherfuckers attack Joy. You ain't see Joy saying shit. It's no excuses.
Everything matters, Dana. Every act.
We're going to have to come back for part 2. Part two,
yes, sir.
we're going to have to come back. Because see, part 2, I'm going to unleash some shit. So I'm going to keep everything up right here. And then I'm going to see if I can make some calls and get some people that was mentioned online. So we can really see what the fuck really going on, because a lot of people don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now.
I'm going to say this.
A lot of people don't know that people got paid off of presidents. And I'm looking at it right now.
Off of presidents?
Yeah.
Go watch that. You ain't see that yet?
So the thing is that my whole thing is.
What's presidents? Hold.
Wait. And my whole thing was, I listened to the interview. Angelo said some things. I went back and looked at some things. And my thing is, it's not adding up to what I have.
It's not.
Now, my thing is, I gotta stand on truth. I can't sit here when I have a channel and say, oh no, this going on. And then when shit happen, I say, oh well, that didn't happen. But then I'm looking at the shit right here and I'm like, wait a minute. Angelo said that didn't happen. But then you telling us to believe the paperwork. But then when the paperwork is about you, oh no, that's a lie. That means if that part of the paperwork is a lie, everything in the paperwork is a fucking lie.
Well, Angelo admitted on that man's platform last night that he know Ezra lied on the stand. So Vi have the clip of it. I don't know how, I know that lie was long, but Big Vi got the clip of it where Angelo admitted to saying that he know his daughter lied on the stand and that it was what it was. She said what she had to say. I'm just saying. I don't know if y'all know it or not.
That's crazy, because now as a parent, that's where you question your credibility. Because my thing is, if you know your daughter lied on the stand, how can you go around? How can you go around saying that? And I wish y'all send me that clip because I didn't hear that.
If Big Vi is in the building,
that might have been when I went to go get a slice of rum cake. So
it's on he played it on my live from last night. I did like towards the end when he got up on the panel, but he'll probably be able to get it to you faster before I can, because I'm not in the house. But
this
I heard it, and he definitely said he know his daughter lied under oath, and she had to do what the fuck she had to do. I promise you, he did.
Oh my God, no, he ain't doing like that.
Yes, he did. You gotta go listen to it. Yes, he did.
So my thing is, here's the problem. And here's where I cut all bullshit out. If he can honestly say he did what his daughter had to do, right? That's him taking up for his daughter. But they can't get mad when people that take up for Robert say, we got to do what the fuck we got to do. And when we go and present shit, and then it come back on everybody, oh no, oh, that's ratting. How's it ratting? We got to do what we got to do. That's all it boils down to. It boils down to credibility. Now the thing is, if I get an audio with him saying that, I'm gonna come back live and I'm gonna break that shit down. And I'm gonna say, yo, if that's the case, How can anybody, any one of y'all word? But that means anybody that follow y'all is a piece of shit.
I'm getting ready to drop down. I'm going to send it to you now.
Cause see, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Miss Denise, and I'm not talking bad about her. She got on there and said, Angelo, take his daughter. He gotta do this. He gotta do that. But look, you taking Angelo's side. You ain't hear Robert's side because Robert ain't talk. So in the midst of that, who's to say that Angelo is telling the truth if he just came out and said, I know my daughter lied. So if you know your daughter lied, that means she was coached somewhere. Robert was locked up.
From my vantage point, every single thing or accusation that has been said about Rob has been disproven. As it relates to the contradictions and lies on the witness stand and in interviews. So the question becomes, how in the world can 12 jurors see the inconsistencies, the lies, and deliberate for a few hours and come back and send that man off?
I'm glad you said that. That's what I'm going to come back in part 2 to talk about. But yes, I will say this, as a man, as a young, I'm young. I'm the youngest one in this fight, really. I'm the youngest male in this fight.
Yes.
That was they came back with a verdict that fast due to pressure.
Wait, listen. I'm the youngest one in this fight. There's no way in hell I can stand on principle and nobody that's older than me can. That's not right. So at the end of the day, here's what you gotta look at. If I hear that, I'm personally gonna ask that man, yo, what is up with this?
Pressure, the pressure.
You can't sit back and say, I know my daughter lied and she did what she had to do, and it's okay with you. Wait a minute, this is somebody's life. And no matter how you look at it, y'all sit back and say pedophile. I sit back and say upstanding man. Because I'm not going to call somebody a pedophile that I sent my daughter to. He sent her back and then I withdrew her from school and then sent her back again. But that's been said that that's a lie. Wait a minute. If that's a lie, why are you telling us to believe the transcript? Because it's in the transcript.
Man, look.
So you can't pick and choose what part of the transcript is a lie or the truth, especially if it's direct testimony. And these are the facts that everybody's skipping over. Fuck personal feelings.
They caught him with a weak-ass legal team. Money was short. They rushed that shit. And that's how they got what they got. They threw the RICO out there, so they had to go down to New York. So they had to get there. They was going to get something. Man. That's flat out. Like I told you, the RICO ain't nothing but casting a wide enough net. If I don't get you on this, I'm gonna get you on that.
Then I'm gonna go here on this 2 different transcript shit. I was the first one to put it out there. The transcripts that everybody got now is the unofficial. And the ones that came out on the 13th, that's official. But nobody got $8,600 for the whole transcripts. For the whole transcripts, from the one court reporter, it's $8,600 from day 1 to the end. And that's defense and prosecution and cross-examine and recross. No sidebars, and it's a lot that's redacted, courtesy of Ann Donnelly.
It was definitely a high-tech lynching. It was definitely a kangaroo courtroom, without a doubt. It was definitely a railroading situation.
No, I mean, really, Levi, not to cut you.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
I think I said this before. It was timing. It was timing. Because as I was sitting here listening to some of the things you were saying, and you said all-female jury, all-female lawyers. How about, let's say Johnny Cochran was here.
Yeah, I'm about to get off, though.
Let's say now you got one of the top African-American lawyers in the country. So then, let's just say at the same token, you have a real jury of African Americans, not white folks, African Americans, because that would be the jury of your peers. Not to mention, your peer group would be singers and actors because you are a singer, an actor. So you would have to really have a peer group.
Me and Malik, me and you just got into it about that not too long ago.
So what I'm saying
I actually contacted some lawyers about that. Your peers is your age range, not your work group.
Okay. So let's even say age range.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the timing.
I agree with you. The timing was right.
Timing is everything.
You're in the middle of a hijack lynching from women and partially rainbow folks.
And pandemic.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you this. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Look, and we about to have a part 2. Trust me. Part 2 will be like in a couple of hours. I gotta run. I gotta go make some funds real quick. But part 2 is coming tonight. Levi, are you on Choke No Choke tonight?
I'll find out in a minute. I'm so busy doing something else, bro, but I'll find out in a minute. I'll text you and let you know.
All right, cool. So that way I can get the word out because I seen a couple people asking.
Yo, but I do need that sweatshirt right there, and that's my size. I'm not going to ask.
This is not your size.
I'm not going to again.
I got this on day 1 of shooting. Okay. Just like I got this on day 1 of shooting. No.
Yeah, I don't want that whack ass hat. That's sweatshirt. Now, either you get me one.
You are bigger than me, so this is not your size.
Okay.
Let's do it that way.
Either you get me one, or they gonna pull up.
Yeah, we gonna come get you.
Look,
now,
I said,
unlike your whack ass director 50 Cent, I'm not coming with security.
Here you go.
Hey, yo.
See, here you go.
Yo, what's up with Blue Da
50 ain't whack. 50 doing what he do.
Blue Da Vinci and 50 Cent.
But we don't go back on set until like another 3 months. Season 1 is over already. And we knocked it out. Season 2 gonna be, y'all know how it is. It's gonna keep going. So it's gonna,
Well, I can say make sure you do a good job, Danny, because you know you represent my niggas from Southwest Detroit, nigga. You feel me? Make sure you do a good job, nigga.
I can't tell about nothing. I can't say nothing. The only thing I can say is keep watching.
I didn't know that. I thought them niggas from Atlanta, B.
No, they're from Southwest.
No, they're from Detroit.
I thought
Southwest Detroit.
They migrated to Atlanta, but then they migrated throughout the world. Really, everybody knows who Big Meech and Terry Flannery is.
Yeah, that's why they call them Southwest.
And the one thing I can say is Big Meech got railroaded, and I think that he need to be home. He's part of. Matter of fact, he fits the crime bill of federal people who got found guilty, but he didn't convict. But he didn't commit a murder or nothing. So no, bring him home.
Yeah, didn't they run in his house and he found like 2 pounds of weed? Some like bullshit.
No, somebody snitched. Somebody got jammed up at the goddamn airport, and it went.
I seen the driver story. The driver told his side of the story, but I'm saying in the article that they read, they allegedly raided his house and found like 2 pounds. They found some bullshit compared to what the fuck he was.
So I'm gonna ask this, Malik. How is it that he get found and with 2 pounds of weed in his house, right? And he's doing mad time. But you got the 2 idiots from Glen Burnie and from Baltimore who got found with 400 pounds of weed in the car and a goddamn disabled dog. And they get out the same day on bail. Make that make sense.
Because Marilyn Mosley on the market right now. Marilyn Mosley ain't prosecuting nothing, yo.
Marilyn Mosley ain't even pick up the case, bro.
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie. Bring Marilyn Mosley down here. Baltimore don't know what they got.
Yes, they
y'all
do.
keep Brandon y'all keep Brandon up there. Send us Merlin.
That nigga's a faggot. I don't fuck with Brandon at all.
I don't got nothing to do with that. That's what y'all like up there. And I'm from the city.
I don't even
shout
fuck
out to
with
Lil Elijah and Miss Pam and Miss Maria and them, man.
I don't even fuck with Virgo
my
like
Lord man gone though. And the one thing we always said is we want to leave here doing what we love. Shorty got taken away doing what he loved, man, playing football, man.
What happened? I think so. He was playing. He got injured in the game.
Nah, what it was is he was down, and I was told that somebody got hit him in a late hit. Dude came out of nowhere, hit him in a late hit, and Lil Elijah stopped moving. But they took him to the hospital, but they did all they could. They took him out the machine the other day, and he gone, bro.
Yeah, I did see that. I sent my condolences for that.
That was baby Deion Sanders right there. Shorty was everything, man. I watched Shorty from Pop Warner come all the way up. All right, yo, but I'm about to go. They calling me, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be back.